up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause I'm there for you too.
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Now let me see you whack. Now drop it to the flow, drop it to the flow then. Now lean
Shit, that's nothing. Splash. Everybody call me Big Pimpin'. No, I ain't bluffing. I'm with your mom in the kitchen, making blueberry muffins.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Chicken banana, chicken banana, chicken banana, banana, banana.
I remember when I lost my mind.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, coming to you from the backside of the moon. That's right. Since Artemis went up there, and nobody's ever seen it because Michael Collins slept while he orbited the moon 24 fucking times and didn't bother looking out the window at all. This was the first time that mankind ever gazed upon the backside of the moon. And as you can see, it is a full moon. Isn't that special? Yes, it is. Boy, we got a good amount of people in here already. 85 people showing right now. We got Mojo Shop. Here I am. We got Tourette. We got USA. Brad and Tasha, one or both. Either way, we love having them. We've got Lisa in here tonight with us. Lisa Marie Tettersall. All right. Who else? The Akinator. We got Nick Duncan. Dead inside. Chicken. Banana. Ah, there. See, I can't help but do it. And then front butt. Flex Turner likes the front butt. Good. We got another. That girl can move. She can. She's got some definite moves with her tonight. We got DJ Bry with us here. US Ape, Lord Racer, TJ Hoff. Look at all these. The fallen slaves us all. Post anything too. Des, see who. Lord Racer. Oh, man. Let's see who. Greeny Page and all these other people. And I have to. Mr. Tahiti, I see up there. We got so many fucking people in here. I can't even keep up with them. We got Notice Bear Bears with us. I've seen the moon's backside many, many times. Well, awesome. It's not real. Nothing that came out of that was real. Okay. This is what we're finding out. And what's so great, they did it so poorly. They did the Artemis thing so poorly that normies are picking it out, man. It's sort of like, God damn it. Will these people ever fucking wake up? We got to do something here, man. Well, let's make it as shitty as we possibly can. There's an idea. And I think they kind of went through it. We've got a mentally deranged leader of the United States Corporation out there saying, fuck you, you're not closing the strait, I'm closing the strait. There, that'll get it open. What in the fuck is he doing? Holy crap. It's just, why don't you just make us all look so fucking bad? Why don't you just do that, guy? I mean, you're so adept at this shit. And I've got so much of this shit here from the Artemis that I'm going to show you tonight. People picking the fuck out of it. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. They expect me to believe this thing got up to how many 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit and shit, and it didn't cook these fucking people on the inside whatsoever. None at all. The heat didn't bother going up the side of the thing and doing any damage to it or anything. These are materials this thing was made out of that should have fucking crispy crittered out, but nope. Let's see here. What's this one here? Is a thing from Liner. Why the proliferation of these exhibits of incredulity. I hate that word. Anyway, let me show you this one real quick. I think I know who this is. Some interesting shit here. See, I got to do that. There we go.
It's 2025, and the word on the street is that some of you still believe in the moon landing. So I figured we should try to remedy that. Here's a few points that may change your mind. Let's watch this guy drive around on this buggy. Isn't that fun? Watch as the thing turns. Why aren't his arms moving if he's steering it? That looks weird. Why is the horizon so close? If the moon is supposedly a quarter of the size of the Earth, which they used to say 1/6 the size, but now's not the time to get into that. If it's only a quarter of the size, why is the horizon that close? Is the horizon only 4 times further than that here on Earth? I don't think so. Looks like a studio to me. Now let's look at this. This dude's supposedly driving around in this buggy on the moon, communicating with Houston.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here.
As he's driving around, it's bouncing up and down. Listen to his voice.
It negotiates small craters quite well, although there's a lot of roll.
Does it sound like somebody who's bouncing up and down in a vehicle to you, or does his voice sound steady? Let's listen.
It feels like we need the seatbelts, doesn't it, Jim? Yeah, really do. That really bouncing, doesn't it?
Let's look at one more thing. Look at the rooster tails coming off of this. Doesn't look much different than wood on Earth, does it? Now let's speed it up and see how it looks. That's weird. I get it. I used to be just like you. I believed that these great guys went to space and had the greatest achievement of all time. So why did they look like this when they left? Like this when they got back?
It was our pleasure to have participated in one great adventure.
Or maybe you're more interested in practical things, like how they spent all that time out there in space and landed on the moon, but they all came back clean shaven. Something to think about. Why is it that the entire time they were on the moon, none of them went, "Oh my God, look at Earth, it's so beautiful"? And why only shortly before did this man, Gus Grissom, say that there's no way that this thing would make it to the moon, and then he mysteriously died in a fire?
Hey, how are we gonna get to the moon if we can't talk between 3 buildings? I can't hear that thing you said. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
All we're asking is that you
They had the fucking audio of them burning up.
think
Yeah,
about
man.
them with a clear head. And before you believe another government agent that feeds you lies, maybe look into this instead. That's where the answers are. Peace and love.
That's Ted Logan from the Phone Booth podcast. I don't know if you've checked that out there on Twitter too. Yeah, they got some pretty good shit. I had them on the show one time about a year or maybe a year and a half ago or so. Him, and he's got another guy, Bill Esquire. Of course, that's just, they're not really Bill and Ted, but you know.
Right. You have a double ass entendre going on.
I do. It's, you know, seeing as how we're on the tail end of the Artemis. See what I did there?
Yeah, I see that.
I'm here all week. I guess Trump lashed out at the Pope today.
He's mad at him too, huh?
Oh, he's mad at him too. I guess the news asked him about it here.
And they're going to go back, filled up with oil.
Why did you attack Pope Leo on Truth Social?
I don't think he's doing a very good job. He likes crime, I guess. He hit us. Think of it. He's worried about fear. What about the fear when the ministers and the priests and all of those great people that were arrested during COVID, and in many cases they're outside 10 feet apart, and they were arrested. So we don't like it. We don't like a pope that's going to say that it's okay to have a nuclear weapon.
The hell's he talking about?
Crime is okay in our cities. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of Pope Leo. He's a very liberal person, and he's a man that doesn't believe in stopping crime. He's a man that doesn't think that we should be toying with a country that wants a nuclear weapon so they can blow up the world. No, I'm not a fan of Pope Leo.
He's just a rambling fucking madman.
He is, man.
And that has to do with this Truth Social post where he said Pope Leo is weak on crime and terrible for foreign policy. He talks about fear of the Trump administration, but doesn't mention the fear that the Catholic Church and all other Christian organizations had during COVID. What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
I know. I don't understand that comment. And I don't understand the comment of him being tough on crime. What is he, the fucking the sheriff?
Because he talking about this fucking illegal detainment and deportation of people that they're doing. He said that just ain't fucking right. The Pope said that ain't right. And so they take that and just spin it around to say, oh, he's weak on crime.
Okay.
I bet he ain't weak on crime. I bet you he'd love to have your ass locked up, Donnie.
Yeah.
A lot of people would. Fuck you. Tired of that guy, man. Really is something else. So this is the thing. This is what we're supposed to believe about this fucking Artemis shit, right? The outside of it got to 2760 Celsius. Inside was 22 degrees. AC, little Spotify playlist. Yeah, right. Okay, they were going 40,000 kilometers an hour or 10 times a rifle bullet. And I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that.
Yeah.
You hit any fucking object at that speed and it's going to fucking crumple that little shit thing. So the reality is they were never outside of the atmosphere. Atmosphere is a stupid word to begin with because gas doesn't have a goddamn shape.
Nope.
Okay. What's the shape of gas, right? Nobody knows. So then all of a sudden this is just supposed to be existing, sticking around this ball a certain distance because it can't escape. What kind of fucking fever dream are you living in? You know, what can you provide or give a citation to the scientific experiment that verifies that that gravity, if it existed, that it has any effect on gas behavior? No,
Nope.
You can't do that. Jesus Christ, with these people, man. They expect you to really believe this crap.
It's make believe.
Well, and these people do to the point where what they want to fight with you about it, you know?
Yeah.
I see these people on Facebook, but this is what's funny. You want to see something about that. Look at a serious post that they put out, that anybody puts out about the Artemis mission. And then go over and look at what the reactions were. Look at the little emoji reactions.
Yeah. What are they? Are they like 10 to 1 or something?
Oh, they're hysterical, man. They're about like that, if not worse.
Yeah.
Get about 2 or 3 likes in it. It's just fucking laughy emojis up the butt. And then 1 or 2 hearts, you know, and I'm like, well, there's somebody. Right.
Every time I see that shit, I always put a big laughing face on it. You know, you can click something.
Might be a little bit more of a reason that our yellow chief in charge there is losing it faster and faster. From what I understand, he didn't know Melania was going to give that press statement the other day.
Yeah.
And it pissed him off. He was really pissed off. And like immediately after finding that out, he posted on his Truth Social, he posted a surveillance video showing a woman getting killed, beat to death with a fucking hammer in a Home Depot. And I'm like, that's your first thing that you post, right?
That's odd.
Yeah, right. You're off at the wife, are we? Is that a message? You know? And her coming out there saying, I did not know Jeffrey Epstein, you know, despite all these pictures of him hanging out and drinking and partying and shit.
Yeah.
And she's, oh, we have just crossed paths, you know, at social events like most people do in those situations and all that other crap, you know, and it's bring me moose and squirrel.
She's trying to get out ahead of it, ain't she?
Well, I don't know what she's going to get out ahead of because you know, there's pictures of her half fucking naked on his plane, and he himself said he had her before Donald did.
Yeah.
And listen to this.
The first time Donald Trump had sex with Melania was on my plane. This is Epstein talking. Remember how she said in her statement, I was never on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. I was never on his island. Little did he know I beat him to the punch a year before when I was at a party of New York's top models. Things got wild, and by the end of the night, I ended up almost naked in the back of a limo going at it with Melania. That is Jeffrey Epstein claiming that he Melania before Donald Trump. That's a big claim.
Whoops. How are you going to get out from under that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's even sketchy how she got to come here and everything else. You know, some kind of an Einstein visa. Get the fuck out of here. I speak 5 languages. Yeah, and nobody can understand a goddamn thing you say in any of them.
Not any of them, man. Not a fucking one. That's wild, man. It just keeps getting deeper.
Oh, it's worse and worse every day. It
I
gets
know.
worse every day. It's just, oh, I'm on the wrong fucking thing. Where am I? I'm supposed to be here. There we go. Oh, yeah, some more Artemis bullshit. Oh, did you ever see the movie Fly Me to the Moon?
Yeah.
Okay, you realize that the thing that they came up with for that movie, you know, in case it failed, was Project Artemis. Deborah, I'm getting a background from you. You got to echo.
Damn it, Deborah.
Yeah, it was called Project Artemis.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of
Was it
something.
you? Was it you that put something on Facebook about Artemis? The real meaning of Artemis was like sickness and death and plague and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Who's that? A little kid. You got a little kid going in here. I hear it.
Yeah, that's my. I'll put you on mute.
Don't be letting her watch. Don't let her watch this show. What's wrong with you?
She's in here behind me. She's. Let me think. Do I have her on mute?
I'm trying to see where I put that.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. That's what that meant. I guess maybe in Hebrew or some other language or something. I don't know. I can't remember
I don't
that.
know. She likes the fart girl. She's like me. She likes to watch your entry. She likes the fart girl.
Oh, okay.
So she only sees that part. I mean, that's just playing with the dogs. But I'll put myself on mute until I hear something I want to hear. Oh,
There you go. Trying to see where. Man, that's way down here. I had trouble with my messenger. I was not allowed to use my messenger for a couple of days, and it was Facebook. And I was like, so here's what happened. Some fucking globetard from a Facebook group messaged me. And he told me he was going to find me and kick my ass and do all this other shit. And I just laughed at him. Then he went and reported me for harassment and I didn't even say nothing to him. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to.
So here's the whole thing, man. Don't even talk to them fucking idiots. Okay, that's how desperate they are. And they're not wanting to change you. They want you to shut up. And that's the only thing they can do is try to get you to shut up. You look at Booger Eater, where he tried to call the sheriff here where I lived, and McToon, who goes and tries to stalk people's families and shit. I mean, come on, man. Those people ain't even worth giving the fucking time of day for. They're like little childish girls, you know, like I don't know, man.
They're not very smart. I mean, they're just not very smart individuals.
No. And they all the time saying somebody else ain't smart. And it's like,
right.
You know, you like Toon, I told him on Facebook, I was like, you stupid motherfucker. You came on here talking about columns of air. Where the fuck you got a column of air at? What is the shape of air, Mike? What is it? Ryan Kruger, what is the shape of air? How much does air weigh? And in what environment are you weighing it? Because that's going to have everything to do with how much you get of a weight. You're going to try to vacuum, remove air out of a fucking cylinder? Good luck with that. You're never going to empty the thing. Never. And it's all going to be dependent on what the pressure outside the cylinder was.
Yeah.
It's real simple, man. And shit weighs more in a vacuum. Why? Right? Come on. When you're going to weigh air, it's real simple. It's just like I've said, Despair Bear. If you take a gallon of water, weighs about 8.5 pounds. Okay. You put that gallon of water into the water, how much does it weigh now? Nothing.
It's light, yeah.
Nothing.
Didn't weigh anything, yeah. Float.
So it all depends on where you're weighing it. I don't know how they can't see that the weight of shit and the behavior that takes place with an object is wholly dependent upon the medium that it's in.
Mm-hmm.
Never an instance where something is not subject to a fluid medium. It's either going to sit still at equilibrium, or the medium will displace the object, or the object will displace the medium. That's all. There's no magical force pulling on anything. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, watch these bozos.
Watch this.
Do you still see stars in outer space?
You didn't catch that, did you? Why does she have an instant reaction when he asks the question?
Do you still see stars in outer space?
Yeah, reminds me of a different video I've seen. Pay attention to how they all react to what he says instantly, but then they play an echo to make it seem as if there is a delay, and then they wait to respond.
You look like you're in a studio, maybe in Omaha, Nebraska or something. The shot is so clear. Is this a hoax? Are you really in space still? Are you really in space still? See the hair?
Oh, look, the same hair. Pay attention to what's going on here. When he goes to answer this question, you can tell that he is
Oh, yeah, and this chick over here on the right was in a Mad Max movie.
visibly nervous because he's not trained to say the proper things. And as he starts to speak, you could see that she kind of looks at him like, what are you saying? And then he gets nervous and then passes it off to him.
Yeah, I was actually just talking to my crewmates about that today. I've definitely seen stars in outer space, and I was saying I haven't seen as many as I thought I would. So
you looked right at him like, you dumbass.
Funny enough, I've seen similar questions being asked to astronauts in the past.
Could you actually see the stars in the solar corona in spite of the glare?
We were never able to see stars from the lunar surface or on the daylight side of the moon by eye without looking through the optics. I don't recall during the period of time that we were photographing the solar corona what stars we could see. I don't remember seeing any. Neil, you were
Catch that?
concerned.
Let's watch again.
I don't remember seeing any. Neil, you were...
He literally nudges him when he says that because he doesn't want him to contradict what he was trained to say. And if you know this whole interview was unsettling, given the fact that they had just come back from the moon, being the first men to do it. Hello world, first picture taken from Artemis. And then they supposedly take another one hours later with the same cloud formations in the same section of the Earth, even though it's constantly rotating. Before you know it, they're going to say this is the dark side of the moon. I clearly don't believe it.
You know what Buzz Aldrin's mom's name was? Her maiden
Luna?
name?
Luna?
It was Mary Moon.
Mary Moon, yeah.
Mary Moon. 2 M's. Turn them on their sides.
33, baby. Yeah, it's right there for you to see.
They can't get over it. Oh, they just can't. They just can't. How would you now? When you go down to a recruiter's office, I want to be a Marine. All right, son.
That's your first mistake.
Or anything. Look at. This is part of your duties, man. No.
Push it real good.
Go. Grab all that big old fat shit soaked sack of ass. Oh man, can you imagine that? He cut one. I think I got a clip of it. He cut a fart in the Oval Office during a press thing, and you could hear it. And then the people behind him, you visually see that.
No.
And then they like rolled everybody out of the fucking Oval Office. Like, okay, press briefing's over. Everybody out quick before it wafts over here and you smell it.
Oh, that's disgusting, man.
A serious quote from the staff. Some people seem to think Trump's playing chess when most of the time the staff are just trying to stop him from eating the pieces. And this is from a Trump aide. He is incredibly dumb. I'm sorry. He just really is. The shit that he says makes absolutely no sense.
Nope.
None. I had somebody on Facebook going at me today about, well, how come you don't have a picture of the whole flat earth? And I'm like, you can't get that high up. He goes, well, how high does that have to be? I said, higher than what they can get now. And he goes, well, why can't they get any higher? I says, because there's obviously some physical barrier.
Yep.
And he goes, well, how do you know that? And I said, the fact that you're breathing right now, man. Okay? I said, you have images and doctored photos and shit that claim to be so he sends me this screenshot because he took one of the pictures of the earth and he Googled, is this a real picture of the earth? And Google is slick, right? It says, this appears to be a picture of the earth from space. Okay. Where's the key word there?
Appears.
Appears to be. But is it? Fuck no.
It's similar to allegedly, you know.
Exactly. I don't know how these people don't get that. They get tricked like in that where they tried to fix that definition to make you think there's curvature, right? Where you go definition of level. And the first part of it says no point higher than another. Okay. Then the second one says conforming with the curvature of the liquid portions of Earth's surface. And they always like to go to that. And I just asked them, I said, did that actually say that those surfaces are curved?
Nope.
No, it did not. It says it conforms with it. And if that, okay?
Yeah.
So, duh.
Water always finds its level, and it's always level at sea. It's called sea level. So that's what they mean by that.
It's that fucking word magic. People don't get it. It's like if I say, I've never killed anybody that didn't deserve it.
Right.
Okay. Did I say I killed anybody?
No.
No, I didn't. But people they'll take it that I have just because I made that statement. Well, not only have I never killed anybody that didn't deserve it, I've never killed anybody at all, you see. So this is word wizardry. You see, this is word wizardry, and they use it on these fucking bombos all the time, man. It's why they get fooled so easily.
I've never stole a horse from a man I didn't like.
There you go. Never stole a horse at all, but you know that's beside the point.
Right.
See.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had tune going on that I was violent and shit because I said that. I said I've never killed anybody that didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
He said, oh, listen, he's admitted he's violent and shit. And I said, okay, all right. Is that what you think? Is that what you think I just said? I just became another victim of word wizardry, bro. Ooh, 1972. I remember it.
No, I don't want to fool you. Last month, for the first time since 1972, NASA released a blue marble, a single snapshot of the Earth taken from outer space. And so much has changed in the decades between that first picture and the second.
Now, this should tell people something right there. A single snapshot. Why would you take a single fucking snapshot, man?
Right.
Somebody gets out of a limo to go into the Academy Awards and you take about 50 fucking pictures of that person.
There should be hundreds of them.
Exactly. We only took one film with one frame. That was all you had time for. That was it. Stupid people.
Borders have shifted. Generations have come and gone. Our global population has nearly doubled. But one thing hasn't changed. Our planet is as beautiful as ever. It still looks blue.
In 2002, Blue Marble 2.0. NASA's Rob Simon made this, and it had wide appeal too. For example, it ended up as the default background on the iPhone.
I didn't even know until I bought an iPhone and turned it on and kind of did a little happy dance.
Simon's job is...
It's primarily taking data and making pictures out of it.
That's what this is, a composite of data sets from several different instruments translated into a picture.
To us, the really cool thing was the data set. Up until that point, there was no realistic color map of the globe anywhere.
So the land layer here comes from
the Moderate Resolution Imaging Spectroradiometer aboard Terra.
And the tricky part here was the weather.
So we actually had to take clouds out.
They stashed the clouds for later, went onto the ocean. That came from an instrument that measures phytoplankton in the sea.
Where it was low, I colored it dark blue because they're low mostly in mid-oceans. And then where it's a little bit higher, it was like a little bit brighter green.
Then add the clouds back in.
There's a small problem with it because there's a very slight gap in between each orbit.
So some of those are painted on.
It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
Then
there was another layer to sort of simulate the atmosphere.
And then there's this little bright spot.
It's called the specular highlight. So it's the reflection of sunlight off of water.
Those are the pieces, but you can't just slap them all together.
It just didn't look realistic. It looks kind of flat, or the clouds are sort of too see-through. So I just hit Command Z a lot.
There's artistry to creating the world.
What I imagine it to be. Unfortunately, I'm not an astronaut. I've never been to space, but I've looked at these images over and over again, trying to sort of get the essence of it. It is photoshopped, but it's has to be. It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
See, this is what I try to tell people. The biggest tool in the arsenal of the Globe-Tart is to initially invoke the reversal fallacy. Right off the bat. Prove to me that the earth is flat. I don't have to prove an observation. Do you have a first-hand observation of a globe earth? No, you don't. Neither do I. Nobody watching the show right now at all. Anybody in the future, right now, nobody got a first-hand observation of a globe earth. We all see the same thing, what appears to be level, stationary, plane. That's what we experience. So the positive claim is that which goes against observable and testable reality. And guess which one that is? That's the globe. That'd be like me saying, I can turn into a grizzly bear at will. Prove that I can't. You see?
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. Everybody knows that you can't. Nobody can turn into a grizzly bear spontaneously. That's ridiculous. That's a claim that needs to be proven, and the burden of proof lies with the person that makes that claim. Now they try to turn that around on me, but they don't understand what axioms are. Okay? No specific volume of gas can exist without something to put it in. Something physical has to hold it in order for it to be in a specific volume. There is no question about this, because no one has ever observed or been able to create such a condition, even in a laboratory environment. And their excuse is the one place in nature where it takes place is the earth. Oh, and then we're going to tell you about our assumptions of things we see in the sky. Look, there's Jupiter. It's a ball of gas. No, it's not a ball of gas. You have no... Where did you get that from? Spectroscopy? Well, didn't you first assume that you were looking at a gas before you ran the spectroscopy on it? And the spectroscopy gave you what? A spectrum of light? Well, you know something else that gives off a certain spectrum of light? A spectrum of light. Okay? Your initial assumption that it was gas, common sense should kick into you and go, you know, gas doesn't behave that way, man. But they ain't got no common sense. They don't have any reasoning skills, no critical thinking ability. It's crazy. And here's somebody who's just a dumb fuck puppet. How many times does this guy get into scandals, man? This Eric Swalwell guy. So he farted real loud one time on a talk show. Okay, that was one thing he done. And then remember he was boning a Chinese spy named Fang Fang?
Something wrong.
Yeah, it's his sister-in-law. You know
Yeah,
that?
okay. I didn't know.
Sister-in-law. Yeah, I wonder how he's doing. Trump had him deported. He brought the whole fucking space shuttle down, or the whole space station down, just to deport something Wong, and I'm pissed off about it. I am. Poor bastard. God knows where he's at. But anyway, Fang Fang was his sister. And Eric Swalwell, this guy, when you look at him, you think stupid jock right off the bat. Well, apparently he's caught up in a scandal. He was running for the gubernatorial of whatever state he's from. And now he's going to drop out of that race because he got caught on video raping a prostitute, him and his buddies.
Oh, God.
Just recently, too. And so he's given up his this is not good. Well, it is. These rats are being exposed. Every fucking last one of them, you know? They're all being exposed. And I don't care if they're Republican or they're Democrat. God damn it. Some kind of a goddamn pervert.
Fuck them.
Fucking kids, fucking goats, something. They're like Bill Cosby. You know, Bill Cosby liked pudding. He liked putting his dick where it didn't belong.
Breaking news just in. Congressman Eric Swalwell is suspending his campaign for California governor as he faces allegations of sexual assault. He made the announcement minutes ago on X, writing, quote, "I am suspending my campaign for governor. To my family, staff, friends, and supporters, I'm deeply sorry for mistakes in judgment I've made in my past. I will fight the serious false allegations that have been made, but that's my fight, not a campaign's." Well, clearly the bottom fell out, and it was unsustainable for him to stay in the race. But he's motioning, he's staying in Congress, and he is going to fight these allegations.
Yeah, and we've been hearing from, I think, a lot of Democrats who have talked about the importance of walking the talk, right? And I think there has been like a sea change in this country about believing victims. And, you know, Eric Swalwell has even himself come out in the past and talked about the importance of believing victims.
No, there's roofies in the pudding. You didn't need the pee.
When they come forward with their stories. And I think given the context of what has happened in this country on the Epstein files and the seriousness of the allegations and the leaders of the Democratic Party who've called on him to step aside, there was no way for him to sustain this campaign. And I think it'll be very interesting again, because you have a president in this country who has been accused of sexual misconduct for years, and he's always brushed it off. And I think it's always been important for Democrats that they walk the talk and they actually back up when they say the importance of believing victims and trying to get to the bottom of allegations like these.
Yeah, he says believe the victims and shit, and then he makes one.
Yeah.
You know, hey, well, that's what I've been saying for the whole time. These guys, a lot of these people, when they glom onto this shit, we need to get onto this. And that was dumb too, that Me Too movement, because that little hashtag, I don't know, from when I come
Pound
up,
Me Too.
that's
Yeah.
a pound. That's a
Yeah.
pound. So it's like pound Me Too. What?
Yeah. And his name's Swallowwell. I mean,
Swalwell, what a name. He got picked at, man.
Fuck yeah, that's a humiliation ritual. That's why he's in Congress, because he swallowed well.
Kid named Harold Balls, you know, he's going to get beat up all the time. Of course, you know, there might be a little bit of logic in that kind of thing. You know, you've heard the song A Boy Named Sue.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, well, he turned him into a tough son of a bitch by doing that. So
yeah.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. What was this they saying? I don't know if this is real or not, but I'll tell you what. I've posted these on Facebook, these pictures with the burned up capsule still got a NASA logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're photoshopped, you know. Nobody'd be that fucking stupid, but who knows? But I just posted in one of those flat earth groups, and oh my God, I just ignore it. I just ignore it. And I let these fucking people get on there and they argue back and forth. I looked and I got over 3,000 fucking reactions to that post. Just, and all I did was post a picture of this fucking like this. See the NASA logo right here?
Where's it at? Ah. Yeah. And they go nuts.
Oh, they do. They do. They go dog shit crazy, man. It's funny. It's funny as hell to watch. And of course, the usual suspects come out and shit, and I just laugh at them. They're going. That's a fake pic. I said, what difference does it make? It was a whole fake mission. What are you talking about? It was not. You just deny the achievements. And I'm like, holy fuck. You know that one chick was in a Mad Max movie, right? That chick they took up there with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in a Mad Max movie.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, man. They're all actors. Actronauts.
What's this guy says? We have an Orion capsule heated up to 2,800 degrees Celsius. That's gay. What is it Fahrenheit? 5,000? We are submerging this capsule into ice cold ocean water. Will boiling in the water and or vapor layer form? Won't the thermal shock cause cracking or breaking in the capsule? Yes. Won't there be a density change in the heated water? Let me tell you something about heating up fucking materials like that real quick. All right. I worked in a place where it was a fabrication shop.
Yeah.
And we had this great big thing. It was like a big room, but it had a like a seal up door on it. This thing was huge with these tracks running into it. And it was called a quench oven. Okay. And these steel rollers, we would repair them. These steel rollers, the biggest ones were like, I think 448 millimeters in diameter. And they would come in from the steel mills because they over time will crack. They're made out of stainless steel, right? And so we would use MRIs and shit and find the cracks and the depth, and then we'd put them on a lathe, cut them out, and then we'd put them on a sub-arc welder. It was like a lathe, but they had these weld heads that they would move to a certain distance and go back and start their path over once they got to the end of their track.
Mm-hmm.
Would fill in slowly as this thing turned, slowly filling in. Every time it turned, it would buffer over about a half of a bead or more just to overlap it. And we're filling it in. This thing would become so hot that if you didn't cool it down properly, the metal would become brittle. It could crack. The roller would warp. So you had to put this shit in a big, huge oven and then slowly reduce the temperature so that the thing could cool down to a temperature that you could take it out and let it be exposed to the air without any consequences.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens with that. You can take a piece of metal, heat it up cherry red, and then dunk it down into water. Smack it with a hammer, it'll fucking shatter.
Damn.
Take it, dip it down into oil. Now you've hardened it. Now you've hardened it because you cooled it at a different rate. Really quite some interesting shit, but this is interesting here in itself.
Well, wouldn't that steam, like when it hit the ocean, wouldn't some steam come off of it for it being so hot coming through the atmosphere?
You would think.
Like something?
Splashdown confirmed at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time.
They're now getting ready to deploy what.
And them inflatable balloons there are just going to hang on that thing. It's just cooled down enough. They're not going to melt or nothing, huh?
Yeah.
Call the.
God, don't they know anything about thermodynamics at all? Jesus, criminally. Amazing.
Air rescue vest.
Everybody likes big red balloons.
Jubilation here in the flight control room. The first crew member is out of integrity. We now have 2 crew members out. Crew member number 3 now out. Reed Wiseman out of the vehicle. All 4 crew members now out of integrity.
And there you go. We now have all 4 Artemis 2 crew members on the USS John P. Murtha.
just huge for all of us.
Wait a second. They didn't need wheelchairs or nothing like that. They're just walking.
I know.
All right.
In recovery, and I couldn't do this without my team, and of course the full support of the U.S. military. There's going to be lots of, high fives when we get the capsule back in.
I think Roger's in the back.
Oh, he is. He is. I didn't see him.
I didn't either just now.
There's Roger. Roger Dodger. What's up, brother?
What's up,
Nobody
Rob?
get-
I'm seeing Roger.
Roger. You're muted.
Roger. Roger.
I need a vector, Victor.
It's defaulted my other mic. That's what happened. Sorry, guys.
Rookie mistake. Hate to see it.
Yeah. It's my microphone on the camera. It goes right to that for some odd reason. I have no idea. Yeah, but that thing was super hot. I think it was Sandy got a temperature reading off of the infrared pictures of it. That thing was like 2,000 degrees or so when it hit the water. Something 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot.
Yeah, it is. It's extremely hot.
That would kill you. Hot,
Of course it would. And how they keep it from burning up on the inside? What?
Elfin magic, dude.
Evil elves, man. And people, he still was eating this shit up. Look at this.
Every
Watch
time you
this.
say, look at that, I see an ass of a moon. Look at this.
You like that? You like that?
Oh yeah. Well,
Look like it should be wearing spandex at fucking Walmart.
It's getting ready to suck something. It looked like I was getting ready to suck something.
That thing looks like it ought to be wearing span. What's the thing about the fucking pajamas, man? It's like, hey, you want to go to Walmart with us? Yeah, hang on. Let me go get my pajamas on. What in the fuck is with this people going to the store with their pajamas on, man?
I wear my flannel pajamas when I go to Walmart, dude.
No, you don't. Come on.
No, I don't.
Dawson pajamas. I got Dawson pajamas.
I can't hear you very good, Deborah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come a little closer.
Oh, I have my mic.
Come a little closer, darling.
I want to be able to smell your breath. There you go.
There we go. Anyway, this little toy, you notice her hands made shadows, but the little toy didn't make no shadow. Oh, what's that bleeding through? Does it say CFP?
I love the soundtrack.
Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
And in just a moment here, you're going to see stars appear everywhere, just like that. See all those stars?
Go to continue in the umbilical procedure.
What's going on? What are all these stars? They just appeared. They weren't there a second ago. Watch, it's going to get darker here in just a second. Watch, see, it's going to get darker. This is inside the spacecraft. Look at this. That's inside the spacecraft. This is the official NASA YouTube channel. Started 7 days ago. 49,000 people are watching this right now.
That's all. 49. Think about that. That's all it was watching was 49,000 people. Out of everybody that has YouTube, out of everybody, right? This wasn't as big of a fucking deal as anybody, as they thought it would be. Nobody gave a shit at all.
Three strange things happen to the silver food packaging. Number one, you can see through the silver packaging. Here again, zoomed in and slowed down, and now in normal speed. Number two, the red dot on the silver packaging. It's only visible on this side after that spin. So here again, here after the next full rotation. But after the last rotation, the red dot is simply gone. And 3, 2, 1, gone. The red spot should be visible right there, like in the reference picture taken from the silver packaging. Are those letters visible? And after that silver packaging is descending, the red spot just disappears in one frame. As you can see, while I'm going one frame forward and backward. Number 3, it looks like the silver packaging is going through his skin. Here a close up, you would expect at the minimum a bounce up, but it just goes through. Just focus on the edge of the packaging and you can see the mixed up pixels right there. I'm so excited what they'll cook next.
Man,
So
we're having
dumb.
a watch party tomorrow night on my channel. We're going to go through a lot of Artemis crap. It's going to be fun.
Here's some cool Artemis shit.
Where's the top of the space station at? How about if I stood on, it's about
We're trying to get that thing to go buoyant with the little bag.
We can do it. We can do it.
Oh, it didn't make it.
It blew it. Meanwhile, these guys are floating over here in space.
They're shark bait, dude. That's what they are.
They're over there floating in space right now. Yeah, it's space sharks.
Yeah.
Freaking lasers.
Yeah. Don't forget the CGI dolphin. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one's pretty good too. Little small errors in their desperation, they fall into small errors that continue to demonstrate to us the farce they are selling us. This ain't very long, but it's got a lot of shit packed.
La cápsula Orión ameriza en el Océano Pacífico, pero la NASA falsea el desacople de la cápsula desde el espacio. No ponen que sea una animación, presentan esta mierda creada por ordenador como real. Ni siquiera pone NASA cuando cambian de cámara. En serio, fijaros bien, ni la base de la cápsula coincide.
I figured it don't matter if you speak Spanish or not. You can
That's what I was thinking. I don't know what the fuck he said, but I agree.
So, according to IMDb and social media discussions, NASA astronaut Christina Koch is credited as an actress playing one of the what?
Roger, tell him he's muted.
Deborah, we can't. Who are you talking to?
She's not muted. Whatever she's doing. I think she's talking to somebody.
All right. Credited as an actress playing one of the Vuvalini, the many mothers, in the 2015 Mad Max Fury Road. The Vuvalani are a group of elderly female warriors and survivors of the wasteland. And there she is in the movie. And there she is as the astronaut. Central casting.
Yeah.
Yep. Central casting, folks.
Looks the same.
Yeah.
Come on. And then this was pretty bad. The Artemis chick was she was giving a speech or a talk, and her earpiece fell out, and then she didn't know what the hell to say. Watch.
So when we saw Tiny Earth, people asked our crew what impressions we had. And honestly, what struck me wasn't necessarily just Earth, it was all the blackness around it. Earth was just this lifeboat hanging undisturbingly in the universe.
Fell out.
Oh no. Improvise, lady.
I think they do that shit on purpose just to see what they'll do.
So
I'm gonna bow out because I'm having problems.
I may have not learned, I know I haven't learned everything that this journey has yet to teach me. But there's one new thing I know, and that is planet Earth, you are a crew. Thank you.
Well, thank God for that. Yeah.
Oh my, that was inspirational.
It was. It made me perspire.
Yeah.
It was heavily perspirational. Where Deborah left? Deborah left? What happened?
I don't know. She just popped out a second ago.
She just bounced.
We didn't
Why
move
you
her on
bounce?
purpose. Yeah. Maybe she was having problems with the connect. We couldn't hear her the last time she tried to talk. Yeah. Deborah, come back. We can blame it all on Sav.
Baby, I'm black. You can blame it all on me.
Yes, she did. She admitted she knew absolutely nothing about what the fuck she was saying.
Nope.
I mean, she admitted it. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying up here.
I wonder what trailer they were hanging out in all that time.
Somewhere on the set.
Yeah.
Let me get this.
But we're having to deal with Cope. That's what McToon and Craig keep saying. And I found out Craig is now a jet engine expert. He's worked on them before.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He's done everything, dude. Radar man, nuclear engineer. He's well rounded.
Oh, he's rounded, all right.
I was sitting there watching him like he's a little bit on the stream the other day, and he's touching his nose. I'm like, "Go for it, man! Go for it! Go for it!" He keeps touching
Eat
his
that
nose.
booger. Get that booger, boy. Get that booger. Yo, this is nasty. He's a nasty motherfucker. Watch.
Yeah.
Watch his nasty. He's going for it, man. Oh, there. Oh, come on.
Oh, shit. Yeah, right there. That was one of those
man.
loose ones, the slimy ones. He stuck it right in there, man.
Oh,
Who
man.
does that shit, man?
He
Craig
does.
McNeil.
God. It's fucking like a 4-year-old.
Oh, we got this is a new Lego movie. What's today? The 12th? You know, today would have been my parents' 62nd anniversary.
Nice. You keep tab of that, huh?
They're right back there on the cabinet.
Oh, nice. And my dad's over at Mount Humphreys in Arizona right now. That's where I poured his ashes out.
I've had my mom's ashes so long that they've solidified into like a brick inside the box.
Oh, speaking of that, my mom came on my stream yesterday.
Nice.
I know. She's almost, I think, 78.
Holy crap. Anyway,
Yeah.
What's that say? Liar?
Yeah.
Liar. Yes. Something. Oh, look who it is.
Keep that same energy. You ain't nothing but a fraud. Yo, call him what he is. Liar! Yeah, hey, loser, come closer. I'm the exposer. Fake billionaire, your whole empire opposer. You step down, another liar takes the crown. The whole system is a circus. You're just a clown. You drop fake news, sitting high in your tower, morally bankrupt, just drunk on the power. You're fired. Played your last trump card. No more aces, boy, you're discarded. Look in the mirror, tell me what you see. Big ego crushed, fake reality. We covered in stone, we spell it in the fire. Ready for the truth, call him the liar. Labor of blood on your pride. Island, Epstein secrets you hide. All your crimes buried deep inside. Rotten systems, you're gonna slide. L-I-A-R. Yeah, we see you. L-I-A-R. We don't. Wait, what's up the social shit? You're hiding in fear, trying to silence every voice you don't wanna hear. From the MJ to Diana, yeah, we see how it goes. The system buries light, but the shadow always shows. Illuminati pots blood in the perjury. You lie, but the mission is Epstein fury. Yeah, round fool, yeah, the records are proof. Now we expose it all. This is hateful truth. Look in the mirror, tell me what you see. Big ego crushed, fake reality. We carve it in stone, we spell it in the fire. Ready for the truth, call him the liar. Labor of blood on your pride. All your crimes buried deep inside. Rotten systems, you're gonna slide. Hide, hide. L-I-A-R. Yeah, we see you. L-I-A-R. We don't believe you. L-I-A-R. 13%. That's a failing grade. The world is watching, watching, watching, watching, watching, watching. Liar!
I can't believe that shit's going on TikTok. So this is kind of a demonstration of Trump blockading the Strait of Hormuz. I think you'll enjoy this.
Ow! Ow! What was the point of all that? Ow! All it does is shoot you. It doesn't make breakfast.
I don't understand what this guy's talking about, man, where he's, going that you got to open up that strait. We don't need the strait. We're going to block the strait. I'm like, what the fuck? Make up your mind. You don't even know what the hell you're even doing. He doesn't have any clue what he's doing. Not even for a second. I think he just goes by what these people tell him.
Mm-hmm.
He's easily distracted, probably. He starts telling him about shit, and then all they have to do is say, man, you look really good today. Or that was really smart what you did, just stroke his fucking ego. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. And then he's distracted. I mean, already we're in the middle of fucking war and all this shit. And he's talking about his Arc de Trump and going to have now taxpayers pay for it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
Now, from what I understand, from what this judge is saying about that ballroom, is that if he's got to build back the fucking West Wing the way it was at his own expense, or you could go to jail. But that's never going to happen.
No.
Demolished bullshit that some came from his worm-eaten mind. Yeah. Hold on,
New book is out now.
Fucking acrobatic. I got fired.
What the hell?
That dude hanging out in the corner, that fucker got fired.
Yeah, that link I put in the back, don't click it. It didn't work. It'll take you to Discord. It's not going to take you to the link I wanted to go to. There's a new...
It's fucking crazy, man.
The whole world's watching this, and there's so many people calling it out. I never thought I'd see this.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm seeing some really weird shit behaviors amongst people that is Alex Jones put this out today.
I saw some of the stuff he put out recently. Yeah.
Candace Owens was ahead of the curve, and I officially apologized to her. Candace Owens played a compilation of former Trump allies disavowing and criticizing him as the tarnishing of his legacy continues. He is even getting slammed on Truth Social, his own platform. Alex Jones, quote, "I'm really glad he's differentiating and saying you're not with me because I'm not with you. I don't want to be at your cool, corrupt kid, Howard Lutnick, Jeffrey Epstein class table. Thank you so much for delineating that I'm not with you, a sinking, burning ship." Annan posting says, "How can you call them losers when you lose to Bibi Netanyahu in Israel every single day?" Oh my God. Let's see this. Let's see it. Whoops. I like Candace.
And though I highly doubt that you will be permitted any opportunity.
I don't necessarily trust her though, but I like her content. Let me put it that way.
To see what the crowd now thinks of you. I have to do my best to try. So here you are. Take a listen.
I don't know who's whispering to this guy's ear, like freaking Grima Wormtongue from Lord of the Rings, but they're telling you wrong stuff, bro. Half of the people that I grew up with in this movement are not on Ben Shapiro and Mark Levin's team. Okay. We aren't neocons. We aren't war hawks. We want America first. And if you make me choose between America first and MAGA, it's America first all day. That's what MAGA was supposed to be. You were just the best vessel for it, bro. Don't get it twisted.
But as bad as he is, as corrupt as he's gotten, the insider trading, all of it, I'm really glad he's differentiating and saying, you're not with me because I'm not with you. I don't want to be at your cool, corrupt kid, Howard Lutnick, Jeffrey Epstein class table. Thank you so much for delineating that I'm not with you, a sinking, burning ship. He wasn't loyal to his original mission. He wasn't loyal to America, and he became a creature of Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu, and all of his never-Trumper enemies are now the courtiers with the madness of King Lear telling him the lies and worshiping him the way he wants to hear it, and I am not one of those people.
This
Cobra
proves one
Commander.
of many things.
I saw that.
First thing, he shouldn't be in office anymore. Implement the 25th. He's not loyal to this country, and he's not loyal to anybody. Well, except for that little country in the Middle East. It's almost like he does what he's told. And the last president to tell that little country no was JFK, and we all know what happened to him. It's like Donald Trump. How can you call them losers when you lose to Bibi Netanyahu in Israel every single day? When's the last time you told them no to anything?
He said Brigitte Macron is far more beautiful than Candace Owens.
All I can say is he's a bit blind.
That's all across the internet. Take your pick, left and right. People understand that message was really your basket of deplorables moment. I mean, even on Truth Social, your very own platform, they've turned on you. Let's go through just some of these responses, okay? What? You are way out of line. Most of these people, especially Alex Jones, have been your day ones. That's correct. Just to remind you, Trump, when no one would have you on, when no media company would have you on, Alex Jones had you on his show. This person continues, you need to take a step back and take a good hard look at who is whispering in your ear and get back to America first. Next person, Trump, you are just going against everyone that fought for him to win just because of the Epstein files and being at war with Iran for Israel. They didn't leave MAGA, MAGA left them. Clearly you are insane. Time to resign, Donald, or face the 25th. You are mentally and emotionally unfit to be POTUS. You are so childish. Clearly, the truth has triggered you, being one of your biggest supporters. I am done with you and your lies. Look at the mess that you have gotten our country into by bending the knee to a monster. I could go on and on, but I have to say that when I was looking online, in my view, what was the most brutal and sadly a recurring response all across social media was this. Take a look at this tweet about Charlie. People were saying that Charlie would be on this list if they hadn't killed him. Like I said, many people said that in different ways. Charlie would be on this list if they hadn't killed him. So you should probably take a second to fully absorb what is being implied there. What is being implied there is that there is no truth and there is no loyalty within you.
You know, Alex teamed up with JP Sears and did a stream the other day.
I saw that they did a little skit.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
JP's a flat earther, so I mean, maybe he can get through to him. Weiss didn't get to him. That was a wreck, dude. Don't send David. David's a salesman for the most part. You know, you can't sell the truth, dude.
This is pretty urgent shit right here.
So we just got some news from the Turkish president. He's claiming that right now, if Israel does anything to Iran or Lebanon to destroy these peace talks or peace negotiations, it's going to be considered war on Turkey.
Bu İsrail Filistin'e bu akara makarayı yapamasın. Biz nasıl Karabağ'a girdiysek, nasıl biz Libya'ya.
Even though I don't speak Turkish, I believe him.
Yep. Makes sense to me.
They're going after it.
Like he said, if you go fuck around, you're going to find out.
Isn't that his? Yeah, well, he's finding out, isn't he?
Yeah.
This is another Lego.
I just kept thinking there was a war on Turkey, and I see a whole bunch of turkeys getting guns.
It's going to be a war on Turkey here because turkey season's opening up this next weekend here in Kentucky. So there'll be lots of wars on Turkey here.
It'll be known as the Great Poultry War.
Yeah.
Plastic platoons, pressure precise with the presence. We built behemoths, spring blistering blitzes in seconds. Snap, click, soldiers, symmetrical snipers, stacking whole cities whilst Trump changes diapers. Mimic mechanics, militant minds, marching in metrics, mechanical rhymes. Studded up steppers, stumping in sync. Click, clack, carnage with a nod and a wink. Yellow face, fearless, speaks with the grin. Deadpan demons with detachable limbs. Sarcastic stance, see the smirk stay stuck. Built for the battle, but they don't give up. Click, click, click, clack, combat, construct catastrophe, brick by brick, bringing ballistic batteries. Snap that system, satirical strategy. Tiny titans taking totality tactically. Rapid fire, racking and rapping, the rebel arrangements, rigidly writing the rise of relentless engagement. Studs in succession, suppressing stress and aggression, section by section, obsessive, perfected progression. Battle built battalions, be battering, bragging and blasting. Bricks never break, they be bagging and stacking the fragments. Hyperbolic havoc in hard plastic helmets, sarcasm, savage. They smirk while they shell it. Micro-made monsters, men encasing in masses, manufactured to help kick enemies' asses. Fictional force with a farcical flair. They parody power, but still lay it bare.
From sandbox scraps to a structured dominion, silent but savage, a synthetic opinion. No blood, no bones, just blocks and belief. United in unison, unyielding on the knees.
Clatter crashing, catastrophic collisions, calculated chaos and cold-coded compositions. Brick storm blitz with a built-in brilliance. They don't break down, they rebuild resilience. Click, click, click, click. Legion, they lit in the lens. Looping the logic again and again. Joking and joking, but don't get it twisted. Playful appearance, but power's encrypted. Snap to attention, assessing ascension. Every extension's a weapon invention. Bright little bricks and they make so much sense.
Built with the best intelligence.
Lego men threw Trump over the fence. This Lego trend
is fucking immense.
What's he covered in?
I don't know.
I don't know. Mac and cheese. Or shit, maybe. I don't know.
Could have been.
The dollar is dead. They made another one called The Dollar is Dead.
Huh. Dollar's been dead for a long time.
Oh yeah. Well, this is going to send it on its way. I can tell you that right now. They're playing an economic game with the dollar. I can guarantee it because people are having to pay that toll in Chinese money, and that American money changing hands is what the whole OPEC petrodollar is based on. And so you're like cutting out the very thing that keeps it propped up. It's coming.
Breaking news, the dollar is dead. Found in the red with the president said. Iran made a video, sent it straight to hell. While Trump tweets strongest, the strongest ever fell. The dollar is down. Look who's wearing the crown. Rick's got the gold and the dollar is through. What you gonna do? China comes to gold, bricks hold the keys. The printing press is burning, smells the gasoline. 10% for all 145 for she. The king is dead, buried in the debris. The dollar is down. Look who's wearing the crown. Rick's got the gold and the dollar is through. What you gonna do? I laughed out loud. The dollar went to flame. The funeral was empty, no one knows his name. Breaking news, the dollar is dead. Long live the golden, the golden instead. The dollar is down. Look who's wearing the crown. Rick's got the gold and the dollar is through. What you gonna do?
Run for the hills.
Yeah, oh shit, right? It's getting bad, man. Is this another one? From what, yesterday? God damn, these things are everywhere.
Handshake, flash bulbs, teeth all gleaming, flag side by side like we done beefing. News crawl loud, whole globe daydreaming. History made, that's the headline sequence. Old suits grinning in the marble hallway, ink dry slow on the desk in DC. Jet cuts clouds on the long haul skyway, laying sip tea in the back room in terrain, low key. Translators talking that ping pong cadence. Lawyers flex paragraphs like cadence. Cameras off, everybody are gracious. 12 hours in, world feeling half weightless. Markets clap, oil charts backpedal. Mom's text, maybe we can sleep, settle. Pilots joke on the tarmac, feet metal, whole map breeze. Then somebody taps the red pedal. 12-hour truce, then the gate came down. What happened? Ships all froze while the ink turned brown. Still laughing, big men talk, little lines get drawn. But the tide don't care who signed that dawn. Peace on paper, puts on pause. Who's winning? You can't sell hope to applause. Stop spinning. They toast that deal in the quiet room while the straight shut tight by the afternoon. Yeah, phone rings wild in the war room basement. Who moved what, man? The brief got ancient. Screens light up with that fresh frustration. 12 hours old, brand new situation. One side swears we just testing fences. Other side tired, we can smell pretenses. Analysts dancing the half-ass tenses. This been brewing since before your elections. Crew on deck, watch the shoreline quiet. Steel hole still in the slow burn diet. Kid back home, see a headline riot. Peace piece of cheese that maybe not right by it. I just jot bars on a busted tablet, hot tea cold on a chipped up cabinet. Same old script in the crisp new jacket, promise imprint in the choke on the traffic. 12-hour truce, then the gate came down. What happened? Ships all froze while the ink turned brown. Still laughing. Big men talk, little lines get drawn, but the tide don't care who signed that dawn. Peace on paper, ports on pause. Who's winning? You can't sell hope through a clause. Stop spinning. They toast that deal in the quiet room while the straight shut tight by the afternoon. Maybe peace ain't a pen, it's a pattern. Less loud speeches, more small ladders. Less press shots, more captains chattering. Less quick wins, more habits that matter. Cause you can close lanes with the word that's easy. Open up trucks, that work come greasy. 12 hours later, whole world queasy. Guess next time, sign it with the people, not the TV. 12-hour truce, then the gate came down. What happened? Ships all froze while the ink turned brown. Still laughing. Big men talk, little lines get drawn, but the tide don't care who signed that dawn. Peace on paper, ports on pause. Who's winning? You can't sell hope through a clause. Stop spinning. They toast that deal in the quiet room while the straight shut tight by the afternoon. By the afternoon.
There's your globe propaganda.
There's your globe.
Yep.
Motherfuckers.
Damn sons of bitches.
I got a question for you though. Is it true that Israel killed all the negotiators of?
Yeah. There's something else, man. Listen, I've said this a million times, man. I don't know why the U.S. just doesn't go ahead, team up with Iran, get rid of Israel, and bring peace to the Middle East once and for all. And maybe those people will cooperate with you a little bit in trade for your participation in not protecting that little death cult that we call Israel. I mean, sounds like a good plan to me.
Yep.
I was looking at the history of the Khazarians yesterday. JJ put out a couple documentaries, put out another one today. They're not from Israel, dude.
No.
No.
Look, this he's one of them. Look here.
And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm not Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
It's an honor to be here with the first Jewish president of the United States.
Sure it is.
Till he shits himself.
Yeah.
Everybody run for the hills. Run for the hills. Yeah, he's about full of shit. Oh, yeah, I got a good Jess one, too.
Well,
here's
yeah. Oh, sorry.
Check out this dude.
NASA called me to wrap the Orion training module. This is the same module that the Artemis 2 crew has been using to train for the past 3 years. I wrapped it back in 2022, and when I was wrapping it,
training module, right?
Yeah.
they actually mentioned the possibilities of this mission. The reason they were wrapping it is to make it look as close as possible to the real deal. The idea there is to get astronauts to feel exactly the same way when they go on the real one. The material we used for this project was 3M silver chrome. It's a very difficult material to work with, but we made it look easy. And this thing is not as big as you would think, but at the same time, it is pretty big. I wrapped the equivalent of wrapping 4 cars, and we wrapped the whole thing in 3 days. This thing is really round, so I have to be really careful when wrapping it with chrome. It was definitely an amazing opportunity. And it's really cool to see this thing all over TV right now. I feel like I was literally part of history. It was also also great to
There
be
you
up close and
go.
personal with something like
He
this.
wrapped
This thing
it.
is
Now
literally
he's
set
part
up
of history.
exactly like the real thing. They train for so many different things using this module. Like, for example, what if something goes wrong? How to deal with it. Or even being able to get used to staying in there for long periods of time. I'm not sure if I heard him correctly, but one of the mission control guys told me that they train in there for 60 plus days. And some people don't make it. I'd be one of them. I don't think I could be in there for that long. It's a really tight space in there. But anyway, when this project happened, I almost didn't get to wrap it. I caught COVID right before I had to do this wrap, and I was out of there. I really wanted to make it happen, but I wasn't able to. So I tried sending someone else, and they said, nope, we're good. We'll wait on you, which obviously made me feel special. As soon as I was good to go, I went out there and made it happen. This has been the absolute coolest project I've ever worked on, and it's really cool to see that they're making history today. Oh, and listen carefully to what they said.
That's the heat shield he was putting on there. That's what that was.
Yeah.
The one that burned up on that entry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Suckers.
What is this guy kind of glitch? Oh, did you see that gay shit with Trump talking to that fighter at the UFC?
No.
Dude, this guy, I swear to God, he got some sugar in his tank, boy. Look at this.
You're a beautiful guy. Great fighter. Put me to more than he'll win his top fight. I'll give you a hundred. You look so good. You're too good looking to be a fighter. You are some fighter. Thank you, man. You're a beautiful guy. Great fighter.
Jesus.
Have you ever walked up to a guy sob and said, "Hey, you were beautiful, man. You're such a beautiful."
No, that's insane. Look here. So in 2024 movie Fly Me to the Moon, Scarlett Johansson's character gets pulled into a White House operation called Project Artemis. Artemis was a top secret studio setup to film a fake moon landing as backup in case Apollo 11 flopped during the space race. Coincidence?
No.
Artemis? Come on, y'all. This is some shit. Oh, yeah, a couple of those ships tried to get through the strait today during the negotiations or whatever, and the Iranian Navy, which is, I guess, been destroyed, said they better turn back or they're going to be targeted, and they protested, and then they armed the shit up and said, we're going to do this, and they actually brought it up at the these peace talks, which I think is another reason that they failed so badly. I don't know. It's all a big show. Fuck them. Oh yeah, and this is more skeletons back in Melania's closet.
The smoking gun, that is Paolo Zampoli and Melania Trump. Paolo Zampoli, by Melania's own admission, was a massively influential part of her life. And according to her, he was close friends with Donnie and introduced the two of them. Paolo
Look
was
how
born
short
in
Donnie
Milan
is.
in 1970 to an extremely wealthy family. He was raised in a fucking castle estate, claims to be related to a pope, and was part of the upper crust of Italian society. At 18, his father died, and Paolo sold their family toy company to Silvio Berlusconi, who became a close friend of his. Silvio would eventually become prime minister before being exposed for being a PDF file. Paolo also counted John Casablancas as a mentor. John Casablancas owned Elite Model Management, was a close friend for both Donnie and Jeff, and openly dated underage models, calling them child women. Paolo was also the organizer of the Look of the Year contest in Ibiza. The one in New York saw girls taken out on a boat and forced to dance with, and in other cases, service old men. This included Donnie, who was a judge. Go look up the accounts from this if you can find them. It's truly harrowing. It is during this time he became friends with Donald Trump, who was dazzled by his connections to Italian aristocracy and his endless supply of young models. In 1995, Paolo meets Melania in Milan and recruits her, moving her into his building in New York, and eventually introducing her to Trump. Around this time, he's also discovered to be using his connections to set up an extortion meeting between billionaire Ron Burkle and a gossip columnist. Burkle, a mega donor to Bill Clinton, was also close friends with Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, and fucking Diddy, all part of the fucking web of shit Paolo was deeply embedded in. Now it is 2004, and Paolo and Epstein are business partners. They attempt to buy Elite Model Management from John Casablancas. They were working extremely closely together, to buy the world's most famous modeling agency. This fails, and Donnie invites Paolo into the Trump organization. He is the director of international development, selling Trump Park Avenue to what he called big money people from Russia, which is the exact time the Trump organization was involved in a Russian mafia money laundering scheme with most of its properties. He then starts a company using young models to sell real estate to old men. And he starts another company filming models in their apartments. It's weird. It fails. But it's worth noting that most of his life, he uses young, attractive women and exploits them for money. And now he moves on to his next scheme, where he partners with Ghislaine Maxwell and buys himself a diplomatic title from the island nation of Dominica and becomes a UN ambassador. Continued in part 2.
This is where Melania comes from.
That's
she's a whore. That's all.
Yeah, she's a. I know. What was it? This was funny. I think this guy was saying, he says now that Melania is leaving Donald Trump, that him and her is going to start going out. I don't know if this is the clip of it or not, but.
So we've lost. There's nowhere to go. It's checkmate. We can't do the things we think we can. We're tweeting, we're truth socialing, whatever. We're trying to win the war on social media, and we're not even doing that because do you have the Lego thing up? Can you get that Lego video?
So this ain't the clip where he said that, but he did. He was joking around. He said he was going to start taking him and Melania was going to be together because her and Donald were breaking up.
Is that Tim Dillon?
Shit.
Huh? Yeah.
Is that Tim Dillon? Yeah.
Talking war. We're not even winning that. The shit talk? You think America would win that? At least.
Yeah.
If we're going to win one thing, we're getting bodied by Iranian AI in the war of shit talk.
Yeah, man.
Truly. How embarrassing. We're the country that invented shit talk, and we're getting lit up. Take a look.
Orange pig. America first? Oops. Oh boy, that was the slogan you sold. But Bibi's pulling strings and your vote is getting cold. We're not just fighting for Iran. Hear this clear. Your people reached out to us. Yeah, we got the DMs here. If one nation's gonna stand against the Epstein regime's fear, it's us till the last breath. We've been doing it for years. We're standing here for everyone. Your system ever wrong. They've known all along.
How are we losing in this? We are getting bodied with the Lego stuff.
Stealing from your own people, making them bleed, taking tax dollars just to fund your own greed. They waking up to the lies, the illusions of birth. You scream America first now. You put
Unbelievable.
Make Israel great again. Your government is run by pedophiles. They ordered you to die for Israel. They ordered you to die for Israel. They lied to you.
I mean, we're not even winning that. We're losing that. I mean, it's unbelievable. God.
It's fucking awesome. The shit they're putting out is like, your government's run by pedophiles. It's like, just come right out and fucking say it. Got Donald Trump chasing little girls down a hallway and shit. I mean, for crying out loud. There's like nothing off the table. And he's right, man. We are, what do we have? What are we putting out there? Nothing. Nobody even supports this here in this country. Everybody's going, what the fuck are you doing, you crazy old bastard? You know? Nuts.
Well, you got a few Trump supporters that are like, oh, you know, Trump's trying to do the right thing. You know, I talked to a guy last night that was like half on Trump's side. And I'm like, dude, he's a goddamn pedophile. He's with Jeffrey Epstein all the time. I mean,
right.
What are you talking about, dude? Like, there's nothing good about the guy. Why? He goes, yeah, man. Oh, but he did have voter remorse. He's like, man, I can't believe I voted for that motherfucker. I said, yeah, I didn't vote for him ever. I said, yeah, I hate that you voted. He goes, yeah, I can't believe I voted for him, man. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. All these people are pissed off that voted for him.
I know. The ones that are still hanging in there, though, they're the ones that blew their mouths off so hard and everything, you know. And they take everything, you know, like even this fucking guy threatening to nuke or destroy an entire fucking civilization of people, and we're just gonna, decimate everything you own and all this shit. They're going, yeah, that really pissed off those libtards. And I'm like, oh my God, will you get out of the left right fucking shit, man? This guy's a nut. I don't give a fuck what party he's with, man. He's a fucking lunatic. Are you shitting me? You're going to hang in there and hold on to that because you got a gotcha to this perceived team. These people hang out together. These liberal Democrats and these conservative Republicans, man, they're all at these little fucking pedo parties and shit, man. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Uncle Joe wasn't any better by any stretch of the imagination, so there's not really a choice in the matter, is there?
No.
Obama was no better. Clinton was no better. Nixon was no better. Listen, we've just had a fucking circus parade of freaks my entire fucking life. I've watched it. I've seen so many of these just literally crazy fucking people that are in that little marble palace and marching around, and people giving all their attention to saying, oh, look at this guy. He's going to make us do that. And this other fellow's wanting to make us do that. And it's like, why are you letting them make you do anything? What the fuck's wrong with you, man? Why do you even think that they're anything just because they put him on TV and said, hey, this guy's going to be up here at this little marble palace with these other people, and you better do what they say. Fuck you. Look at this. This guy's a retard. He's a functional retard. Watch him try to open this fucking box. It's a box for a medal, right? He's giving somebody a medal. Wow.
Yep. Stupid as fuck, dude.
Good gravy. There's that poor Marine having to touch his butt. Oh, yeah, and this rescue of this now this is another thing too, that rescue of this F-15 pilot that they said. Remember? And they had all these aircraft that they sent in there and all this other shit. And they said it was successful. We got him back. Okay. Don't you think you'd be parading him around, and showing him, and he'd be doing interviews about what it was like trying to get out of enemy territory and waiting for the rescue and all this other shit? Don't you think that would be like everywhere?
Seems like it.
There wasn't no fucking rescue of a pilot. That dude got smoked. Okay. That dude either got captured or smoked. If the F-15 that got shot down, that was they were trying to get in there to steal this uranium or whatever else like that. It was a botched operation.
Yeah.
No, dude, come on.
When they turned it around and made that story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they would have paraded him around, that'd be a great moral boost for everybody.
Well, sure.
Be morale. Yeah.
Oh, this is bad. This is kind of bad. I saw this. And this was the wife, I think, that fell down the stairs. This broad, she's married. She's buried on the golf course now. She said that when we were married, Donald would take 5 or 6 different types of penis enlargement drugs at the same time, and he used his penis pump twice a day. He would also measure his dick every night to see if it had grown. That's what
Damn.
So he doesn't know how to use his tool. Yeah. Obviously.
He's worried about it. He's worried about it. I'll tell you that much. It's small enough to have to worry about.
Yeah.
Here's what Artemis gave us for a live stream. Coming back to Earth. This is what they gave us.
I can't believe NASA is actually doing this. This is Artemis 2 coming back to Earth. And this is what NASA is showing us. They're showing us a bunch of people in an office, right? This is mission control. And first of all, the lighting is horrible here. And this is what we're getting. We're getting a CGI visualization of the re-entry, right? This is it right here. CGI. We're not getting any live footage. This is CGI. And this is the funny part right here. Look, they added stars. stars. I have not seen one single star in this entire mission to the moon. They tell you, oh, well, you can't see the stars because of the sun. And yet right here, these people, they added stars to this visualization of the re-entry of Artemis 2. I'm telling you, these people are out of their minds. They need to try harder. They need to fire the entire staff and record label and crew. They need to do a better job.
Pretty bad. That's all it takes. That's all it takes for these fucking clowns to believe this dumb shit. That's why that woman.
Oh, I actually asked my manager what happened to the 25th Amendment. You know, he said we should use it right now. He's not a conspiracy theorist or anything, but he thinks that Trump's stupid, dude. Most people do.
He is extremely stupid. He really is. I don't, you know, he's put out this thing like he's smart and he's not. I mean, remember what he said? I like to be around stupid people because then he's the smart.
Okay, I get it.
He did. He literally said that, man. Watch this guy's string on his fucking hoodie.
He's got one string sitting up. One string is relaxing on his chest here until right about now, when it comes alive and starts bouncing around like some puppet on a string. I'll back it up right here. So it's resting on his chest, and suddenly it's alive. It's alive. What is happening to this string? Why is it waving and bouncing around? He's got one string.
Oh.
Somebody noticed it in post and like, well, we got to do something with that. They can't just sit there and the other one float.
Let's see here.
I think they're messing with people right there, though. They have bounce so much. Yeah.
Ooh, let's see. That's AI. I'm trying to find something here that I had earlier. Oh, that's old hat shit. Is this the one? Oh, okay. This is the where those destroyers tried to go through the strait, and this is the actual broadcast that they received. Listen to this.
U.S. Navy warship 121. This is SEPA Navy station. You must alter course and go back to the Indian Ocean immediately. If you don't obey my order, you will be targeted. Out.
This is Coalition Warship 121, engaged in transit passage in accordance with international law. No challenge is attended to you.
U.S. Navy warship transiting in the vicinity 4J report and Oman Sea. This is SEPA Navy. This is SEPA Navy. Last warning, last warning, last warning.
Close to High Island Port.
Attention all vessels, attention all vessels, attention all vessels in Oman Sea. This is Iranian SEPA Navy. If you see any warship in your vicinity, keep a distance more than 10 miles from them because I'm ready to open fire on them without any warning.
The ship's turned around.
Yep. He went quick too, didn't he?
Yes, it did. What was this one? Oh no, there's another one. Man, did we see this? I don't know if we did. Maybe we did. I'll come back to it. I'll
be back.
I'll be back. Oh yeah, here's Swalwell and these guys. Okay, so it's a new shot of a half-nude sex worker groped by married rapist Congressman Swalwell and three guys.
Not a congressman. Come on.
Yeah.
Never happens.
Well, let's see who this guy is right here. Are you trying to get that?
A little bit young, ain't she?
Yeah, well, you know what they say. No, I don't. Tell us. Please tell us.
There's grass on the field, play ball.
Oh Lord.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Well,
David Koresh just christened that boat U.S. Taste the Biscuit.
there you go. 14 will get you 20. Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to cut off trade to Spain because they flipped their bird to Israel. I mean, what the fuck is all this Israel worship shit, right? And he's threatening China. He told them they better not fucking get involved or they're going to be regretting it. I'm like, come on. Man.
Sure.
Yeah, I know. What a jackwagon. I'm going to go back to that. I think we didn't see that. Oh, it was way up here. Oh, there it is.
One of the oldest civilizations in the world is going to like buckle at the knees because we shook our fist at them.
Do you know that's where chess came from?
Hmm?
Persia. Come on.
Ding.
The chains are tightening. The key is turning. The gavel is coming down. Your fate is short. Baby on trial. The straight is the lock. Iran is the key. Hear the tick-tock. Baby in chains. The world is the court. Iran is the gavel. Your fate is short. 360 million facing starvation because of one man's reckless escalation. Fertilizer prices up, the fields are dry, and America's missiles, watch them fly. Baby on trial. The straight is the lock. Iran is the key. Hear the tick-tock. Baby in chains. The world is the court. Iran is the gavel. Your fate is short. Washington Post wrote the truth today. 25% of missiles gone away. Pacific stockpiles empty and cold.
China's watching the story unfold.
You needed those rockets for Taiwan shore. Now they're in Iran and you want more? Atlantic Magazine said it clear as glass. Iran decides the future now.
First class.
Baby on trial. The straight is the lock. Iran is the key. Hear the tick. Baby in chains. The world is the court. Iran is the gavel. Your fate is short. $50 billion spent on the sand. Who's holding the car? Iran's right hand. You can pick JD Vance to take the fall, but Iran holds the pen. That says it all. The strait is close for you and your friend. This is the moment.
This is the end.
You thought you could bomb. You thought you could hide, but the world is watching from every side. The chains are tightening.
The key is turning.
The gavel is falling.
The world is learning.
Baby on trial. The straight is the lock. Iran is the key. Hear the tick-tock. Baby in chains. The world is the court. Iran is the gavel. Your fate is short. Baby on trial. The straight is the lock. Iran is the key. Hear the tick-tock. Baby in chains. The world is the court. Iran is the gavel. Your fate is short. So baby,
the straight is still closed.
The key is still here.
The gavel is coming down.
Your fate is short. Baby on trial. Baby on trial. Baby on trial. Baby on trial. Baby on trial. The straight is the lock. Iran is the key. Baby in chains. The world is the court. Iran is the gavel. Your fate is short.
Man.
Whatever happened to boots on the ground, though? That's what I want to know.
Well, they tried that. And that's what that whole thing about rescuing that pilot lie is about. They didn't rescue no fucking pilot. It was it was 110 miles or some shit, 114 miles away from where the crash site was. Is where those planes went in. So I'm supposed to believe that this guy who was injured traversed mountainous terrain with no water, no food, in 24 hours, a distance of over 100 miles? No, sorry, that's not possible.
Oh,
Just
he's
not
Lee
possible.
Majors, dude. He's Lee Majors, the Bionic Man. He ran that far. I promise you.
Man, you'd have to be fucking Lee Majors. You know, you'd have to be the $6 million man to do that. And there's no. It's just the reality of it is it just didn't happen. Look what this moron just posted on his Truth Social. Holy shit! This guy.
It's brilliant. It's got to be great. Yeah, that's the one.
This.
What the hell?
Yeah. Come on, that can't be real. That can't be real. Let's investigate. Investigate. Let's see.
For a man who doesn't believe in Christianity, he's using some of the symbolism there for sure.
Who was he laying hands on? I couldn't tell.
I think.
Oh my God, no! So I guess he did because one of his sycophants posted it first. Right here, Gunther Eagleman. President Trump just posted this powerful painting on Truth Social. Trump stands radiant in a red robe, laying hands on a sick man while surrounded by American symbols, the flag, eagles, fighter jets, the Statue of Liberty, and everyday heroes. Is that how he views himself, or did he create that? What the fuck? This guy's weird, man. He's trying to get pulled out. I think he realized it's sort of like a guy who don't really want to face a capital murder charge, so he plays like he's insane, so that they can't execute him, right?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's the kind of game he's playing right here, because holy shit, does he not have anybody around him going, "Oh, sir, this is probably really a bad idea," especially right now, and everybody's tanking on you, I mean, that's what I would think. I don't know.
Well, it's like kind of like a Section 8. He's gonna play crazy to get out of the charges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's setting the bar crazy real high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is.
What is this thing? You got another Lego thing? 20.
They're doing all this Lego stuff to get to the youth, because the youth likes the Legos, obviously. And if
I think it's cool because it actually shows, that what's happening.
Yeah.
What's been going on, and what their resolve is. Of course, it's going to favor Iran. But the reality is, man, they are kicking our ass in this,
Mm-hmm.
Not mine. I mean, anybody dumb enough to go get on a ship and go over there, got to go out of your way to get over there to fight them, it looks like to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
you gotta really want to do it.
Yeah. You really got to pump some sunshine up somebody's ass to get.
You gotta be committed.
Yes, sir. I ain't that committed. Fuck it. I ain't that committed.
No.
We need a Rambo. We need Rambo to go over there and take care of all this problem, man. Get the action heroes,
We need Rambo to go to Washington and get the fucking criminals out of there. That's where we need him to go. That would be cool. Rambo takes on DC.
Washington.
Yeah.
Rambo goes
go
to
in
Washington.
there and fucking clean out the swamp. Just claymores on everybody's fucking desk in Congress. Boom, when they vote. Calling a vote. Okay, bam. No matter what they vote, claymore goes off.
I remember watching that one senator vote twice for both sides.
I don't even understand
It don't mean anything, dude.
Yeah, well, it's just, the problem is we just haven't been fucking voting hard enough, man.
Yeah.
You got to get out there and vote harder. And so the next time they put up some kind of perverted clown that you've never heard of before, you're going to vote for them because you already know the other guy's a perverted clown. But guess what? Joke's on you. They're all perverted clowns.
Yeah. If only you didn't vote for Trump.
Yeah, right. If only, like it would have mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the Hormuz hustle.
Yeah.
They failed it to talks. Now they want to blockade the strait. Hormuz hustle. Hormuz hustle. You wanna blockade us? We already run the muscle. Blockade our blockade. Go ahead, try your luck. You scared to come close? Keep running. What the fuck? Talks fell apart. Now you screaming blockade, but we already control the flow. We set the rate. Every ship pays total stays away from the gate. You threaten to stop us? Boy, you're way too late. Gas prices rising. Your allies in panic mode while we sit back laughing. Y'all digging your own hole. You talk real big, but your Navy stays far. Scared of our mines and missiles. That's who you are. Hormuz hustle. Hormuz hustle. You wanna blockade us? We already run the muscle. Blockade our blockade. Go ahead, try your luck. You scared to come close? Keep running. What the fuck? What happened to boots on the ground? Where's the invasion? You talk so tough, now you're hiding in hesitation. You begged for ceasefire, then ran back to threats. Couldn't handle the table, so you're making new beds. We're still waiting for those boots. You promised to send. Come on, Donnie, bring them. We'll give you the welcome you deserve in the end. Keep bluffing, keep running, keep playing pretend. Hormuz is ours. You just lost again. Sacred defense. We control the flow. Boots on the ground. We still waiting, bro. Yeah.
That's some shit talking there.
Dude, they're, you know, like that guy said, you know, we like invented shit talking and they're beating us at it. That's terrible.
You gonna get hooked on those Lego things, man. They are eye candy though, but they're making good points.
So TMZ is saying that Britney Spears is in rehab and it might have something to do with these videos she was putting out. See, she don't know what to do with herself now that she's not a sex slave anymore and nobody wants her.
Yeah.
Speaking of sex slaves, there's T-Man.
There you go. Right on cue.
Sex slave.
Right on cue.
Slave to the internet.
Brittany's
can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right,
Hey,
good. Good to see you guys.
What's up?
Benty.
We was watching some of the latest Lego movies and ripping on the Artemis mission.
Is Artemis still real?
Oh yeah, well they had their little splashdown and everything, and a lot of people asking questions about why this hot fucking thing hit the ice cold ocean and there was no steam. It didn't crack the metal. It didn't do anything to it. It just, everything's just dandy. Everything's fine. The glass, everything, nothing cracked, nothing spiderweb, nothing.
Well, when is it jettisoned? What height? Cold as it falls, right?
It ain't gonna cool off that fast, man.
Not the temperature they say it was at. No,
5,000.
It's really good engineering.
It's really good engineering. That's what Don Pettit says.
What does that thing go into the ocean and the burnt up piece and fish eat it and give you cancer or some kind of?
I don't know, man. They get out of it and they get out on these little lifeboats and shit. And I don't understand why they have to make such a way to pick them up every time. I mean, you haven't found a better way of extracting people from the sea.
Yeah, the fucking mission from the goddamn capsule to the boat or the aircraft carrier was more dangerous than the moon mission.
God, yeah, sharks. There's sharks everywhere. Lasers. Science fiction.
Freaking little lasers.
Yeah, it's terrible fucking things. Oh, what kind of fucking plane is that? That was over the flight radar. That was on the flight radar for that area where they dropped the fucking, or where the splashdown happened.
Where these are basically pods that you would drop out of the aircraft and they would parachute. Pods that you would drop out of the aircraft and they would parachute.
Oh, what's that?
Saving. So,
no way.
There's a bunch of NASA scientists that died recently and mysteriously here too.
Weird.
Yeah.
Looks like Andrew at a computer.
It's almost like they're trying to do some kind of a cover up. You know? Yeah. Yeah.
they were just testing it. They were just rolling it out of the back to test the parachutes to make sure it was okay. So
Make sure that everything.
the real entry would be fine.
they
yeah.
were drinking some bang.
They forgot to heat it up real hot.
Yeah, they had to test it. You know, that's all. They
Yeah,
just filmed it going down. It's no edit, no CGI. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the shoots about it. There it is. We got it on camera. The same way like they have the full space shuttle, the full space station, and a pool. Listen, there's nothing to see here.
What the fuck is this guy? First he posted that thing of him like Jesus, and then he just put this up a little bit ago too.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah. Huh?
Oh,
On the
man.
moon. Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, why don't they put it right next to the nuclear power plant?
Yeah.
He's gonna show up with a Napoleon suit on tomorrow. Watch.
Yeah.
There's no limit, is there? No.
Yeah, here's that thing about that girl, astronaut.
This is the actress. Yeah.
Oh, it's in Spanish. Never mind. Have you been programmed since you were born?
Probably.
It's failed.
Oh, yeah. Tucker responding to Trump. Trump said that Tucker couldn't even finish college. He should see a good psychiatrist. Tucker responded to that.
Until people pull back the video of him saying, "Oh, Tucker's the best interviewer ever."
Uh-huh. Yeah.
He's great until you don't like him, and then all of a sudden you suck.
Yeah. That's anybody goes against him or anything, he throws a tantrum. You know, he just goes overboard, you know.
For decades, I've always liked him, and I think anyone who spent time with him likes him. I feel sorry for him, as I do for all slaves. He is not free in this moment at all to do what he thinks is best for himself or his country.
What do you mean?
No, he's not free, and we learned that yesterday when Donald Trump announced a ceasefire, clearly with relief, and made its terms or most of its terms public. And then that ceasefire ended within 2 hours because Israel intentionally violated the terms by attacking not just southern Lebanon, but the city of Beirut.
So are you saying he's a slave to Benjamin Netanyahu?
I don't think it's as simple as he's under the control of Netanyahu. But, you know, you could summarize it that way and you wouldn't be totally inaccurate. And again, we know this because the single biggest mistake Trump or any American president in my lifetime has made was going to war with Iran in an effort to change its regime.
There's ramifications for those actions, and he didn't take into account, or anybody that works for him, that at all.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
I was just reading that. I was just reading an Ohio Air National Guard KC-135 Strato tanker was damaged in an Iranian ballistic missile strike.
Oh shit! Another one.
Aircraft
Another
shows
one
visible
lies.
damage with patchwork covering multiple sections of the airframe hit by shrapnel.
Was it on the ground or in the air?
In the air, it got hit with something in the air.
Yeah, that was a lot of shit that happened. The flak that comes off, it's like shrapnel that comes off.
Yeah.
Some of that, like air flak, was based on that.
Yeah.
And pieces of that shit would go through B-17s, kill crew guys. You know, be a big jagged piece of metal stuck in them and shit. Pretty bad stuff. That's
So
something you
is,
want
it,
to talk about.
is it shocking that we shot at them? They're going to shoot back. That's
They tried to send some ships through the canal, and the Iranians swooped down some drones on top of it without hitting it. You know, kind of like when you're walking up to a beehive, you know.
Mhm.
And they turned around real fast and they realized, okay, they could have just hit us with that and could have knocked these things out, and the whole strait would have been closed because they would have had 2 dead ships sitting in the middle of it. So they turned that shit around real fast. It's like, yeah, I don't think those guys are fucking around at this point. You know, you probably shouldn't poke the bear.
Well, poke the bear or taste the biscuit, one of the two.
Yeah.
Who's that message me? Oh, my friend. Asking Ted Cruz to say Christ is king. You think he'll do it?
Will you say Christ is king,
Look, I'll tell you my hesitancy with it is there are people online that are using that in a way I'm seeing it. But look, Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior. He died and shed his blood for all of us. But I don't like people using it's a weird online phenomenon that I think is there are some that are using that in a hateful way, and I think that's.
Well, I don't mean it in a hateful way.
I know you don't.
No, of course. I mean it like Christ is king.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right.
He won't say it.
Can we throw up a one?
That's awesome. Man.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Can you say Christ?
Wow.
He won't say it because of fucking
Oh.
Israel. Yeah, he won't say it.
His owners will get after him.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
What the fuck is going on? This speech brought to you by Breitling and Omega. What the fuck? Look at this guy's wearing 2 watches. One of them astronauts.
Damn.
The fuck?
well,
What?
he knows what time it is at his home, and he needs to know what time it is in space at the same time.
Well, see,
Oh,
got
yeah.
left time and right time.
Space time, which can be war. Been told.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I got another one too, Sav. Trump just come out, 12 hours ago. He says that he's ordered the Navy to seek and interdict every vessel in international waters that has paid a toll to Iran.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the repercussions to come in on that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the KC-130. Let me go ahead and show that. Hang on.
Says it has patches on it. So something blew up near it.
Oh yeah. I see that on the close-up of it. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, Trump was talking about that he's gonna that's why he said I'm closing the strait. So what do you mean you're closing the strait? Now you're gonna interfere in other countries' businesses and shit? Oh, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You
Just
crazy
making this
fuck.
worse.
So, Ohio National Guard KC-130 Strato tanker damaged in an Iranian ballistic missile strike on Prince Sultan Air Base. Okay, so it was on the air base when it got hit. The aircraft shows visible damage with patchwork covering multiple sections of the airframe hit by shrapnel during the strike. The U.S. Air Force, it's duct tape, bits of duct tape.
Yeah, some kind of foil tape.
Yeah.
Something they throw on it, patch it up so it doesn't get air leaks. But, I mean, those things don't fly real fast. I know they fly real high, but they're not very fast.
This is it coming in.
Coming up.
got peppered. Look at the side of it.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's everywhere.
Like she's all over it.
Wow. Yeah.
I seen something yesterday morning that I hadn't seen ever, and it looked just like that aircraft, and it was flying absolutely way too low to the ground yesterday morning, and we had overcast skies, and there's no airport big enough for that fucker to land in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. And that son of a bitch was flying. I thought something was getting ready to go off, I swear. Because that same aircraft, it was a military aircraft, and that motherfucker was flying real low to the ground like it was about to land. And there's no, it was real slow too. And that motherfucker, there's nowhere to land that big bitch in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. So I don't know what was going on. I don't know. I've never seen an aircraft that low, that big, fly that low in that area. It was really odd. So
I've been hearing a lot of helicopters and stuff going. Up here. I mean, it's so quiet. When I'm up north, it's crazy quiet. So I mean, you hear helicopters and airplanes, even small airplanes, from way far because there's no noise distortion up here at all. It's just real noise.
It's same. It's same here, and same in that area I was in. I was calling ball games and I was on a baseball field, and this big fucking aircraft, like what you just saw, was flying real low and real slow, like it was about to land. And there's nowhere for it to land. Not even in I'm near Fort Knox, and you can't. There's no strip big enough to land that on.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Hey, can I run something past you guys right quick? What do you think about American Iranians being put in the camps? You think that's coming next?
No, I don't know, man. Persian Americans, yeah, Iranian Americans. I don't know. Any Iranian Americans would definitely be the ones that are in favor of the old Iran, and what I mean by that is Western controlled Iran.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wouldn't see that they would be deemed as any threat. And of course, people would bring up the mans in our statement, the Japanese internment camps, and come on. But never say it can't happen here. There's shit going on I never thought could happen. Like this fucker, like you say, oh, so anybody that's paid the toll to Iran we're gonna sink them. Well, how do you know if they paid the toll or not? You're gonna have to have proof of that. And if it's a confidential arrangement, how are you gonna get proof of that? You're just going to assume
they're the police of the world. We're just gonna board your ship, and if you resist at all, even though we have no right to do it, we're just gonna do it anyway. Just like that's their attitude. Like that's what pisses the world off. It's like, first off, you ain't got any right to do it. Secondly, mind your business. It's like people are pricks, and it gives the world a bad fucking taste in their mouth when you got to deal with people like that.
Well, by definition, I would call that piracy, right?
Yeah, it kind of is piracy.
It is piracy, 100%.
Just like road pirates.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the only difference is they're in a plane or a ship or what do you call it, and pointing guns directly at you. You'll do what we say, even though we don't have any right to do it. We'll just do it by force, and you'll just stop because and they won't feel bad about killing anything or sinking something or doing shit because they're making a check, so they don't give a fuck. They're just order followers. They don't give a shit. Mindless. They said the IRGC intelligence organization says that it arrested a suspect in Gilead province on allegations of spying for Israel's intelligence agency, Mossad. According to the statement, the individual allegedly received online training in explosives and had planned attacks on the region in Tehran.
That's weird.
Gotta get back to where I was at here. I'm lost in love. Man, I'll tell you what, this is some crazy shit that's been, I'm like, every day. It's I have to agree with like what Megyn Kelly said. It's like, God damn it, Kitty, just go one fucking day and be a normal person. Just one fucking day.
No.
And he can't. He just can't. It's every day just worse and worse. He doesn't matter how bad he makes himself look. You know, I guess he doesn't see it as he looks that way. If he boasts and brags and carries on enough and whines, then he just gets his way. I don't know. I've known a lot of people like that before.
Yeah.
I don't get it. What the fuck is this?
Here's another one.
Oh, there was a fireworks store caught on fire.
Is there a video?
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Oh.
Nothing to see here.
Damn.
That is one of the coolest things ever.
Damn it, Donnie. I told you to move the other fireworks.
All because somebody threw a cigarette out there when they were Look at that.
Sav, load that last link in there. Play that last link that I threw in the private chat.
All right.
What were we looking at again? I spaced that.
Fireworks factory.
Okay.
Oh, this is that from the Naked Gun. Hang on. Oh, wait, I can't do it like that. God bless America. I have to. To go over here, I'm going to have to stop that. Do this. There. Oh.
Nothing to see here, please.
Please
Trying to
move
move
along.
It took me longer to pull that up than the clip lasted.
Come on, Restream.
Come on now. No, I had to switch over to another tab and all this other nonsense and pick it again. Yeah, Trump's not going to heaven. Surprised? I'm not.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, here's what the ark. Oh, okay. Well, this ought to be nice. So Trump's going to put out, and I guess we're going to pay for it. It's saying America is the new Babylon. Trump releasing a mock-up of the triumphal arch he wants to build in Washington, D.C., with a statue clearly depicting Lucifer, the light bearer, featured on top.
Oh,
and
wow.
under God, inscribed in gold, is quite possibly the most antichrist thing I have ever seen from Trump. Dead smack in our faces. In case you didn't know, arches, which are a prominent symbol in Freemasonry, are literal portals for demons to enter through. This is a demonic, as demonic as it gets. They have to show us, and Trump is showing us, that he is the one to solidify Americans' inclusion into the satanic technocratic NWI one world government beast system. It could not be any more obvious at this point. Critical thinking and solid discernment is absolutely critical at this time. God is going to bring the hammer down hard on this nation. And here's the triumphal arch, what he's depicting it to be. I don't know why we need this.
No, we don't.
I don't know what it will.
Just more money wasting so they can, that's all it is.
I mean, why? Why are we having this? For what reason?
For the next, what the World's Fair. That's going to be right in front of it.
Any of y'all ever been to DC? I'm sure, D-Man, you've been to DC, right?
I hadn't been there.
I've never been to the White House.
Well, you've been to the city, right?
Yeah, I've been to the city, but not going down towards the.
down there by that whole area, the actual Washington D.C. The whole thing is nothing but fucking monuments and statues and marble fucking columns and bullshit everywhere. It's insane. You can't go 5 feet without some kind of fucking memorial to some shit.
Yeah. Isn't
It's
it, if you
ridiculous.
look at a Google Maps, isn't it a giant pentagram or an owl?
Yeah. Well, the whole thing, yeah, the way it's laid out, it's a pentagram, and there's a point of interest at each point of the pentagram too.
Yeah.
You know, that it's really, what is this? Trump getting kicked ass?
Everything's some satanic shit.
They just got to throw it right in your
crap.
face. They got to throw it right in your face
Giant
all the time.
obelisks and
Yep.
you know, it's just a lot of symbolism, shit that nobody wants.
Uh-oh. You guys better be careful. So the biblical prophecy claims that the rapture is coming April 23rd. This is
About
coming
fucking time.
I know.
I'll be on vacation.
You're going to be on vacation? You're going to miss it? You're going to be like that.
Damn it.
Did you ever see any of those Left Behind movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's dead except me.
Yeah.
Good, I'll just go grab a nice car and go take a ride around and stop on the way and get some food. And
Finally, all these fucking idiots are gone.
Yeah.
quiet.
Jesus.
Swap cars in every town and see what's in the fridge of everyone's house and be like, hey, how's it going?
Well, you know why they do that? Because it's complete blasphemy. Like that's the only reason they would say when it's going to happen.
I know, but didn't they do this a while ago? I remember reading a story about some woman who told off her husband and divorced him and sold all this stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
She was prepping for the friggin' end of the world, and it didn't happen. It's like, hey, listen, if he's gonna do it, he's gonna just do it. You're not gonna hear about it on the news.
There was a guy, what's his name, Malegula, that predicted it on like November or something, or October last year. It didn't happen.
Listen, going all the way back to the goddamn Millerites, okay? That's where the Seventh-day Adventists came from. And that was in the 1800s, man. This dude said that he had it all calculated out, and these people, they sold their fucking farms and shit, and they put on these robes and went up on this hill, and nothing happened. So he said, wait, I did not forget to carry the one. And so they picked a different day and they went up there and it still didn't fucking happen. So a lot of people, they just disbanded. The Adventists call it the Great Day of Disappointment. Come on.
I think the whole religion's a disappointment. 7 days.
I got another one too. I'm reading another one now. So it says, following comments by Pope Leo and 3 U.S. cardinals that were critical of U.S.-Israel operations against Iran and Lebanese Hezbollah, U.S. President Donald J. Trump criticized the Pope, calling him, quote, weak on crime and terrible for foreign policy, end quote. He went to criticize and went on to criticize even more on tweets. So,
yeah, I saw that. He was saying that the Pope's weak on crime and all this other shit. And I'm like, what in the fuck is this guy even talking about, man? How's he weak on crime? Oh, because he was going against your immigration policies. You know, like this grabbing people up and just deporting them and shooting people on the street and that kind of shit. Yeah, maybe it had something to do with that. You know, come on, y'all.
I got another
Donald's
one.
going to make friends, dude. He is trying to make friends with the Pope, I'm sure.
I got another one. Israel summons Spain's top diplomat over the blowing up of a giant Netanyahu figure.
Yes, I saw where they had blown that up. They blew this thing up. They were pissed. I saw another one where there was a wax figure of him in a wax museum, and this dude was up there beating the fuck out of it with a hammer and destroyed it and shit. It's like, yeah, he's not popular anywhere at all. I don't know why they let him keep doing what he does. Sam Altman, OpenAI CEO, he said that there was a second security incident at his home early Sunday morning. Authorities say a man and woman have been arrested after shots were fired at the residence. No injuries were reported. Okay. I don't know what to do with that. Yes, to produce Sydney Sweeney shocking fans by dressing up as a baby in Euphoria trailer. Oh my God. These people are fucking buffoons, man. Where do they get them at? And then they just put them out here in your face.
Yeah.
And you're just supposed to accept them. And people do.
Did you know Pete Sent added a live feed to it now? Now
Let's
you
take
can
a
go.
look at it.
Pete Sent has a live feed. If you go to Polyglobe and scroll down and
No,
do
yeah.
explore
I knew that was coming.
What?
Polyglobe.
Oh, I love it. Go to Polyglobe, and then on the very top bar, it has it says show fires, and then the one next to it on the top bar says live feeds. Click on that, and then you could watch anything on there, TV, and the live streams basically from everywhere.
So something might happen on this little thing here.
Ooh.
Is this Polyglobe right here?
Yeah, click on Polyglobe, and then on the top, when it opens up that screen, yeah. All right, now see the little TV thing on the very top. See, it's next to that little fire symbol. Yeah, click on that, and now it has a slider underneath. You can see this. If you scroll down a little more, it has a slider under the first bar of selections, and then one underneath it, and you could watch live feeds, and it has live cams on the bar above that you can watch cams from all over the world, from like everywhere.
Here's Middle East.
Fucking Polyglobe's great.
What's that mean when something smashes into the earth like that?
The other thing too.
Yeah, like that. What was that?
That means that there's shit going on there.
Oh.
So if you push,
Is that what the red means? Is that what the red means?
If you hold the mouse down, press the left mouse button down, and roll the mouse left and right, you can control that. And then you can scroll in with the mouse wheel to the red spots on news. The blue spots are just bet shit. Just exit out on the top in that window. Yeah. And then if you scroll into the red zones have links or video. So the little red dots are links and video. The blues are just people trying to bet on things. That's all it is.
There's more people betting than things happening now.
Yeah. I love the live streams, and it's got they added more options to it too, where they show all the carriers on the map. If you go back to the top, there's an anchor symbol that says next to live. It has an anchor symbol. You can click on that, and also it shows all the military bases and installations everywhere in the world, basically. And you can decide what you want to see on there. It's a fucking pretty cool.
Wow, that's pretty crazy, man.
Yeah, it does a lot of shit now. Pretty interesting.
So this Pete's site with the cameras.
I'm looking at the live camera at Niagara Falls.
Nobody getting in a barrel?
No, I don't see anybody.
Going over the falls, man.
See where it says live on the top, and then right next to it there's an anchor symbol. Click on the anchor symbol.
I did that.
Oh, okay. And that if you scroll back out, if you scroll back out a little bit, it'll tell you where every ship is and show you where all the ships are located everywhere on the middle, pretty much in every ocean, everywhere. If you scroll in, you can even it's even got a basis next to that. If you click,
how do you make it go back to what?
You just click the anchor symbol again, and it shuts it off.
Oh no, that's where there's where the bush is at.
Pretty wild.
Thought they said that was in the going to the thing. See, where's the Tripoli at? It's in the Indian Ocean. That ain't the Indian Ocean.
If you scroll out a little bit, take your mouse wheel and scroll out, you can move it right there. So you can see the line where they traveled too, which is wild.
Oh, okay. There's where he is right now.
Yeah.
Right there.
neat little program, even though that scumbag is running it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, why would that, when it just deployed to go over there, be over here Friday? It did get hit. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did get hit.
They're poking the bear, man. It's gonna bite.
It says that there's a locate ISS, which opens up a stream. If you go back to the top and right next to the TV symbol, there's a little like satellite symbol. Click on that, and that'll open up any live streams that it can find. Intel Cam, Earth Cam. There's a live video. Some of them don't work naturally, but there's an ISS video in there too.
No, right. Too much. Too much. Too much.
Now you know.
That's where I want to be, right there. Hey. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. This just went out. Yeah, I thought so. We just looked at this.
Hi, guys. Yeah, so happy Sunday. Yep, I verified it myself. Just headed on over to Truth Social, took the screenshot, and then posted it here. We do know who his spiritual advisor is. Is that person praying to the figure in the middle there, which is President Trump, not Jesus? I kind of have a feeling that there's still going to be people who will defend this inevitably.
You know they will.
Dressed in such attire as this with light, healing hands. I think there's going to be. Anyway, I do have a quick question to people that will inevitably defend this. If Joe Biden did this, so MAGA, Christian MAGA, if Joe Biden did this, would you say anything? Would you? Would you call out Joe Biden on the Sabbath for sharing this? Because I kind of have a feeling that you would if it was Biden, but because it's President Trump, I'm the bad guy and those of us that see it for what it is. What do you guys think?
I always get a kick out of it whenever they're doing something and he's like pretending he's praying or something. Like, okay, let's pray.
Oh, I know.
And everybody all touches him. They're all got their hands on him and they're like, oh, God, please. It's like, wow, huh? Imagine that status.
I just saw your post on Facebook with Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Kid Rock and Cat Turd.
Oh, yeah.
Kid Rock and Cat Turd going to the... What are they letting these kids smoke weed?
Yeah, they might be.
Look at this. No. Oh, come on, man.
Come on, little baby. Oh, he federal as fuck. Ooh, yeah, big ass. Big ass.
And then you gonna wonder why they come took your babies.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker.
That's,
what are you doing?
That's when your brain's developing at that age, man. Let's kill it before it gets going.
God. Oh, that's an interesting little picture. What do you think of that? I've not seen anything. The only thing I've seen favorable for him is like people that are really severe sycophants, you know, that they've blown their mouth so loud that they can't not say something. You know, they always got to run his, oh my God, when was this? Animals would never allow the stupidest of the herd. Yeah. Well.
You know, Saab, they should let him loose and let the people do justice.
You know, I don't know why they haven't already. You know, I mean, really, aren't we at the point of pitchforks and torches? Really? I mean, we're still not. It still ain't enough. It still ain't enough. How much are people going to take? How much are the military going to take?
Oh wow! Hey, they're at DoCon too.
Ooh.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. It just
Somebody
says
attacked
fast
their
paced
ship.
next step to maximum readiness. So they just upped it from
They just
3
upped
to
it?
2. Yep.
Let me take a look over here real quick.
Something's going to happen.
Oh yeah, they went to DoCon too. Fast paced. Next step to maximum readiness is what is going on here?
One is the highest, which is a maximum readiness. So
Well,
I wonder
today's,
what
right, we're on the precipice of Monday, right? So, I mean,
Yeah.
Monday's normal deadlines. So.
Okay, I'm looking at what's red over here on the in this feed that comes across. What is this thing? Hold on.
Eric Swalwell officially drops out of the race for California governor.
I got that. I heard that. That's terrible. Let me pull this over here. Poor Eric swallows well.
Trump on U.S.-Iran negotiations says, "I don't care if they come back or not."
So who's delivering all the pizzas tonight? Pizzato Pizza. Pizzato Pizza. Let's see what the map looks like. Where's the map? Is that the map? There it is. Oh man, they're having to go the long way. All these other fucking places are closed because it's Sunday, see?
There's another place over there that I haven't seen on that they took off, a place called We the Pizza, and that's gone. Which is the best pizza name ever. We the Pizza.
We the Pizza. Is that one? It's not there no more, is it?
No, it's gone. It's gone. Maybe they went out of business.
Yeah, the gay bars are doing well. This one here is closed, but this one down here for a Sunday night, we've got 119% nominal. Freddy's Beach Bar. That's a swinging place. They don't show the cop gay club. They got a gay bar for cops. It's called the Nightstick. I don't
I thought
see
you were going to say
that.
the Blue Oyster for a minute.
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun.
Let's see. We can go back to the.
I love it when he grabs him and says, "Nice uniform. Makes me wish I wore my sailor suit."
Did you hear Trump talking to that UFC fighter, telling him he was good looking and shit, and he could be a model and all this? I'm like, dude, are you trying to get some?
Chatting up the voice, yeah.
You looking for some Peggy? Looking for some Peggy? Oh, I don't know if he's not a recipient no more. I don't think. If he is, from that tent stake didn't do him too good, from what I understand.
The doomsday clock is set for 85 seconds to midnight.
Good. We need it.
The closest the clock has ever been to midnight in its history. The bulletin of the Atomic Scientists Science and Security Board, which sets the clock, called for urgent action to limit nuclear arsenals, create international guidelines on the use of AI, and form multilateral agreements to address global biological threats.
Damn.
Well, that 25th Amendment's looking pretty good right about.
Well,
I think John Wilkes Booth had a better, faster
solution. Yeah.
Yeah. But, who am I to say, right? I'm not a statist. Let the statists deal with what the statists do. But, man, they're going to take a bunch of these kids and fucking throw them into a meat grinder. They already have. We haven't got the real numbers back of how many people have been killed. We know that they did leave one behind because there was obviously a airman's skull inside of a helmet inside that wrecked aircraft. So
I saw a body in one of those pictures too, in some of the wreckage. Yeah.
So full thing ain't come out yet. People know that wasn't a rescue mission. That was an operation. They tried to get boots on the ground. It didn't fucking work.
that failed miserably.
Mm-hmm.
They were waiting for him, dude.
Yeah, they
They
were.
knew it was coming. Yeah.
Oh, good God. Yeah, after Pope Francis died, Trump posted this on his Truth Social.
Nobody knows popes better than me.
Please.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Join,
that.
please. Good gravy.
He thinks awful highly of himself.
Nah, he's humble, dude. He really is. Deep down inside,
He
he knows his own limitation. He's scared.
He
That's why.
eats a whole bunch of penis enlargement pills. And
Yeah.
Melania, come here. I shaved a little bit. I got an extra inch. Good God.
And here they are, NASA's Artemis II crew. Commander Reed Weissman, pilot Victor Glover, and mission specialist Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen taking their first steps outside for their historic test flight.
I'm going to pause this right here because everyone has been asking me to do videos on this Artemis II hoax. So let's start right at the beginning of the launch crew walkout.
To a wonderful applause from the crowd, they're looking really excited.
Now, what I want you to pay attention to are the cell phones that the people in the crowd are holding and recording and taking pictures with. Pay attention to these phones. I'm going to freeze frame the shots where they're holding them up, aiming them at the astronauts, and you will see that there are no astronauts whatsoever in the cell phone footage view.
Some big really smiles.
I love that. Out here. It's a great day for us. Great day for this team.
A few words from Reed. Great day for us, the team, he said. Thumbs up, more thumbs up. Of course, a lot of pictures. We hear some camera shutter clicks back there. I love
Some big
a few words from Reed. Great day for us, the team, he said. Thumbs up, more thumbs up.
Come on, man. Now, we're not even 2 minutes into this 10-day hoax, and already we are looking at computer-generated images. Now, that crowd, they're really there, but they are called crisis actors. Now, these so-called astronauts, they're not really there. They are in a room, a total different room, a green screen room. That's why you can't see them on the live timed cell phone footage right there. You are seeing it from their Hollywood edited view on TV. So like I said, we're just getting started on debunking this hoax.
Yeah. I knew it was coming when he said, we'll watch the cameras, because I've seen that before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
nothing on there.
A couple of lunches. Yeah.
And so here's the surprise of the night. On April 10th, Lockheed Martin said the U.S. government awarded the defense company a $4.7 billion preliminary contract to continue accelerated production of the PAC-3 missile. Follows a 7-year agreement with the U.S. Department of War to increase annual production of PAC-3 interceptors up to 2,000 units from around 600. The countries expand air defense capabilities among rising geopolitical tensions.
Mm-hmm.
So of course,
you know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen. He's threatening other countries' vessels, which is going to make it so their countries have to have naval escorts for their ships, which means that they'll be protecting them from American ships. Which, as soon as something goes off, it's going to be a it's going to spark war. Come on.
Yeah. and they had a huge blaze erupted in Mexico's Dos Bocas refinery in Tabasco, with a coking unit tower reportedly is on fire.
God, this is gonna be bad, man. What is this one? Millennia. There you go. There's a good best message I've seen all day. Right there. Stop paying taxes.
Taxes.
Get rid of them. It's theft. Everybody knows it.
Voluntary.
Well, yeah, you got to work it out so that you don't have it, that you're not volunteering for it, though. You're volunteering it under coercion, though. A lot of people are. Oh, I don't want to get in trouble. Well, get in trouble for what?
Lady from work. I mean, because I only work a little part time. I don't make enough. It's just pocket money. I realized this a long time ago, and I was like, you know what? Hell with this. I'm gonna file exempt. So I had to go to the office and go and fill that out. They can't mail it to you. It's got to be done in public, and you have to have a witness. So I was like, okay, not a problem. I'll fill it out right in front of you. And she's like, what are you changing? I said, changing my status to exempt. She's like, oh my God, I don't think you can do that. I said, what do you mean? She said, I don't think you can do that. You have to pay taxes. We all have to pay taxes. I said, no, we don't. I said, only if you make over an X amount. And she kind of gave me this blank stare, like, what is he talking about? And I said, you got the computer in front of you. Go and look it up. Look up IRS tax exemption. And then when she saw the amount listed, she was like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. I said, if you don't make over that amount, you don't have to pay.
And what's that amount? Is X amount?
10,000.
X amount is, that's very good. X amount.
10K.
I remember that from The Jerk.
Yeah.
He said, then we'll save X amount of money. And he's like, yes, X amount. That's very good.
Now, Joe Kent said point blank when he resigned. And by the way, the day he resigned, he retained highest level security clearance. They tried to tell you, oh, he was a leaker. He was under investigation. It was a lie. They admitted it was a lie. He wasn't under investigation by the FBI. Untrue. And you know it's untrue because he held his security clearance till the day he left the building. So there's no intelligence in the U.S. government that Joe Kent couldn't see. None. He was one of the most informed people in the world. And his conclusion was there's something weird going on here. And one of the clues is the Butler shooting, the shooting in the summer of 2024 during the presidential election where President Trump was shot in the ear by a gunman a little over 100 yards away on the roof of a building called Thomas Crook's. And according to Joe Kent, who would know, that investigation was closed before it pursued every possible lead. We can be fairly confident that Thomas Crooks pulled the trigger. We cannot be confident at all that he acted alone. And of course, we can't know because that investigation was shut down. That's what he said. And Joe Kent, who you can dismiss as a wacko or a traitor, but you can't say he doesn't know what he's talking about. And you can't say the Trump administration didn't trust him with all available U.S. intelligence until the day he left. You can't say that because they did. He has said out loud he thinks the failure to investigate the Butler shooting, the shooting of our now president, Donald Trump, and why wouldn't they investigate that, by the way? That alone is baffling. Why wouldn't they release all the information they have about Thomas Crooks? They haven't. Why? If it was a lone gunman, why didn't tell us all you know? But they haven't. Why? He believes that is connected to the control that Israel has over the United States government, the demonstrable control. He said that. He also pointed to a couple of pretty shocking violations of the president's personal security by the Secret Service. They allowed things to happen that never happen around a president. Now, maybe they were mistakes. You want to think they were. But who's been fired at the Secret Service over those mistakes? No one that we're aware of. There's not been a wholesale reordering of the Secret Service. Their job is to protect the president, the elected president of the United States. And you do that not just because you love the president, but because our entire system hangs on the idea that the people get to choose their president and he can't be removed by force. That's democracy. If you could just take out the president by force, then how is democracy real? If people choose someone that larger forces don't like and they kill him, then you don't have a democracy. So protecting the life of the president is essential to the functioning of our system. And yet, on at least 2 occasions, they've proven that they haven't been able to do that. And yet, has there been an investigation into that? Has anyone been fired over that? No. Now, those of us who don't work there have no real idea what that means. But someone who just worked there until the other day, Joe Kent, said, I think that may be related to our inability to say no to Israel. Now, maybe Joe Kent's a total wacko, in which case, why was he head of the Counterterrorism Center for the Trump administration? That's another question. But let's just say he's a total wacko. But what's the answer? I mean, the facts, the known facts, have never been explained. And at this point, watching Israel once again, not for the first time, hardly for the first time, short circuit American diplomacy, the expressed will of the American president, elected by the rest of us, to have some foreign country of 9 million people to say no, exercise veto power over our president, short circuit our interests. This is bad for us. We're doing it anyway because Benjamin Netanyahu wants to. You see that enough times. This is, again, not the first time we've seen this. It's not the 10th time we've seen this. We've seen it generationally. You have to ask, what is this? And you have to find out. And you have to air it publicly because it has to end. We cannot be a free and prosperous country until we are a sovereign country. What does that mean? Our leaders elected by us have to be able to make decisions in our interests. Not to the exclusion of everyone else. You don't have to end other people's civilizations in order for your own country to prosper. It doesn't work that way. But you have to put your people's best interests first, or it's not a legitimate system. And if there's another country and an arrangement with another country that's preventing you from doing that, you have to fix it. And then there are also moral questions. If that partner, your closest ally, the only democracy in the Middle East, is killing kids in Gaza, the West Bank, Lebanon, Iran, and doing so without apology, if it's committing war crimes every single day for years with your money and your weapons, at some point you're implicated in those crimes. And you have to stop that too. It's all bad. There's no upside. Where's the upside? And so the United States has to, and hopefully the first thing we do when and if this war is resolved, is detach from Israel. Not declare war on Israel or treat Israel as an enemy. They may treat us as an enemy, as they have before. When they tried to sink the USS Liberty, an American naval vessel, a surveillance vessel, they treated us as an enemy. We don't have to treat them as an enemy, however, and we shouldn't. But we should treat them like we treat every other country, as an ally, but with restrictions and reservations and red lines. No, you can't act against our interest. And this distancing should begin with a total end of aid of any kind, military or economic, to Israel by the U.S. government. And people who love Israel, some of whom are pretty successful, can send all the money they want to Israel, and that's fine. But the U.S. government should send not one more dollar to Israel and not one more piece of military material to Israel, not one more fighter jet or bomb or missile defense system or small arm or ammunition of any kind. Because Israel is aggressively acting against our interests. And so to continue to arm and finance them, their generous welfare state, for example, or their military, defend their nation, is not only contrary to core American interests, it's just masochism. Watch us hate ourselves as we fund a country that's killed more Americans than most other countries have. That's just a fact, and not just on the Liberty. Every war that Israel has pushed us to join has resulted in dead Americans. And the fault lies ultimately with our leaders who are going along with this. It's their fault first. It's not the Israelis' fault. It's our fault. But they're implicated in it. This relationship has resulted in a lot of dead Americans, a lot. And it's time not to end it, not to set up an adversarial relationship, but to set up a healthy conventional relationship where Israel can pay its own bills and fund its own military and act within the constraints imposed on it by its own economy and population. That's what normal countries do. Most countries live with neighbors that don't like them, with whom they have testy relationships, but they make accommodations because they have no choice. There's no country in the world that acts with total impunity because it knows a much larger country will backstop it no matter what it does. That just doesn't exist in the natural world because it's not natural. It's grotesque. And it's terrible for the United States. And now it's obvious. And by the way, unless our lawmakers, unless the US Congress restrains this relationship and changes its nature, there's going to be political turmoil in this country. So, no mas. It is really clear. Israel's pursuing what it thinks its own interests are, but those are not the same as our interests.
I gotta agree, man. And a lot of people got to get their head out of their ass, and everybody worried. Oh my God, the fucking Muslims are gonna take over and shit. And I'm like, you have no idea. You have no idea. You're already taking over.
Yep.
Right now. And yeah, you just taught to say this dumb shit. They're our greatest ally in the middle. Like, no, they're not. No, they're not. We just pay them a lot of money to be our friend. And they still fuck us. All because a bunch of dumbasses think that because Israel's mentioned in goddamn Genesis, that means that you're supposed to support that shit. Well, hell, that kind of thinking, I'm going to go down and change my name to Jesus. You know, after all, my name is Jesus. You got to think I'm the Messiah, right? Come on. That's the same thinking. Same thinking. Nobody can run it through the litmus test. What would Jesus do? Right? Not that. Pretty sure. Well, anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here. It's 3 hours tonight, and I'm a little tired. I think I'm going to roll off here and have a little sandwich and go to bed, man.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming up. Everybody that showed up in the chat tonight. Welcome. We had a lot of people here tonight. That's really good. So don't forget, like we always say, Lord loves a working man. Don't trust Whitey. See your doctor and get rid of him because he'll probably kill you. And it's better to shit in the sink than to sink in the shit. We'll see you next time on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. Good night, everybody.